shout out to the Dub. Hey,
watch this.
Hey, number one Dub.
Football talk is a big hit. Sunday nights to Wednesday nights, we striking a match cause we lit. Y'all know the name, we call it the Dub. On Friday nights, it feel like a club. Getting that VIP treatment on the sideline, they showing us love. Great interviews, go hugs, put in work, go good. Texas youth and high school talking to page on Facebook, hold up. Coach trying to stand on the scene, giving advice, he do what he mean. Jay Mack, he be on the scene, rocking the gear, it's so clean. These guys are go easy, off the easy, push easy. With my steppers, our special kids, making plays so easy. Trying to win, we so greedy. All our fans are so needy, cause they need to hear them talk about that club. We do it for the dub. 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 That GF dub. We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. That GF dub.
Welcome to the Dub, number one high school podcast starring Pat O'Teasy, Jeremy McInnes, Coach Carr, and Brian Riser.
Well, all right. What's happening? What's going on? Welcome to the number one talk show. Speak out. Speak out. Speak out. Speak out. Speak out. Speak out.
Going to the next round. Salute. Get ready.
Dub salute. Hey. All right, 3, 2, 1, we on.
Yo, what's up? It's the Dub, your boy J Mac. I'm here with Coach Ward, defense coordinator. Hey man, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. We got a little, we was cruising, we was sleeping, then we got woke up at the end a little bit, but it's all good. We don't apologize. Tell me about it.
You know, you get in these games and you go up 4, 5 scores, whatever it was, and you got guys kind of dropping, some guys coming off injuries, and you like, man, you go like this week. You know what I'm saying? We did the same thing last year. We were up 42-7.
Right.
Put in the extra guys. They scored 24. That's how they are. They're gonna keep going. They're gonna keep scoring.
Right.
They're gonna keep trying to score. It is what it is.
But I will say, man, in the beginning, I thought you guys played great defense.
Absolutely.
The game,
3.5 quarters.
Yeah, 3.5 quarters.
Okay.
Hey, right before it was supposed to be 49-10.
Well, I was speaking mainly the first half. I loved the first half.
Yeah.
I really did love that. And it just looked like, man, y'all just kind of imposed your will, and really was breaking them down until they got a little rough.
Yeah.
But
I mean, that's typically, it's the playoffs. They're a good football team. They got good players. They got good coaches. We respect them cats. We know them cats do a really good job. And when you get in these games, you don't always win.
that's it.
That's it.
And you always got to think about, the youngsters, the cats that's going to line up against Duncanville next year. You always got to. You always got to make sure they can get in the power. I think that's something that we've done year in and year out. We find ways to sneak them in here and there, and they got some onsides, and they made it. They made everybody stay in the stadium. At the end of the day, the next team will have to see us the same way they have.
And then right here, next week, Midlow Heritage. Next Friday, right?
You telling me?
Next Friday, I'm letting him know. Word news, breaking news for the coach. But yeah, hey, next Friday, Midlow Heritage. They got a great quarterback. I personally love that quarterback over there. But I think he's gonna take an ass with him. Cause Death Row is for real, man. This is the Dub, baby. We out. Coach Ward.
Shout out to the Dub as usual, man.
Yes, sir. Hey, Coach Ward jumped out clean.
Salute!
My boys.
The good old days, boy. That was back when J-Mac and Sock got along. Shit.
Hey, don't start that, bro.
Boy, that was back when we loved each other. Hey, man, we back, man. It's 2026, baby. 2026, man. We here. First show of the new year, man. And what better way to start it off than, hell, with some Sock guy. You know what I'm saying? Chopping it up with us. You know what I'm saying? We got my man, Coach Spence. It was funny, Coach Spence. We played the replay when y'all first came on. And I would tell everybody, you the young bull, right? Yep. Damn, that was a long time ago. Like, you the old bull now, huh?
Nah, I'm still 31. I'm 31. I'm young. I'm still young.
Hey, whatever.
Hey, don't put it. Hey, long as I ain't grand. Now, I'm losing it up here. But long as I ain't grand.
Hey, well, we still got the young bull, man. Coach, Coach Spencer's in the building. We got Coach Ward on the way. And who knows? Maybe Coach Todd will pop in. You know, y'all know Mr. Send Me the Link is always around the corner. So, you know what I'm saying? So, hey, it might be, we might start the new year off just like that, like we did that old show, man, on the second show of the dub. But I'm happy to be back, man. I feel good too, man. It's 2026, man. I'm feeling good, man. Speaking of young bull, we got the real young bull in here, man. We got Mr. Solomon.
I'm getting old too, man. I'm getting old too. What's up, y'all? What's up?
Happy New Year.
Report. Yeah.
The scouting report, man. Y'all ain't checking out the scouting report. Y'all really ain't on this football stuff. Y'all tripping.
Like facts.
You know what I'm saying? You know, dare I say, y'all ain't even serious. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't even serious. Yeah. But hey, Mr. Scouting report, man, how you feel, man?
I'm good, man. New year. Shoot, got to see the family, got to eat, had some time off from work. J-Mac got me watching college football. So, man, you know, new things in the new year, man. But it's all good, man. Good to see y'all again.
Yeah, hey, man, you can't love high school, don't love college. You know what I'm saying?
I'm liking it. We'll talk about it, but yeah,
we're going to talk about it. But yeah, I love me some college ball. I ain't going to lie. And since we've been doing this, man, I really like the college ball because we see all them guys. You know what I'm saying? Go to the next level. Like that SMU game was crazy watching all them cats that we see, you know, on Friday nights. Last but not least, man, we got my guy, my ace, my rider, my right-hand man, Mr. Capper himself. My man, B-Ride, what's happening, homie?
Man, what up, fella? Know what, Jay? I just seen my little bro Spencer. Matter of fact, this past week we just chopped up for a little bit, man. He with his wife. You know, I was my family with celebrate my cousin's birthday, man. You know, we tried to, we had the small talk, man. You know, but yeah, man. I was gonna say, man. You know what, Jay? I wish you could have played that after that Lovejoy game. When, like you said, Gustavo was like 28. Well, Coach Spence, he was mad as hell, boy. Boy, you was hot, boy.
I'm like, man, all these nice little plays they running. They was running on our third string. Why they?
I know, but you was hot, boy.
They on our first string.
Yeah. I wish we could have found that interview with Coach Spence, boy. He was hot, boy.
I was looking for. That's the interview I was looking for.
He was hot as firecracker.
Hey, I think it's in my other laptop.
Hey, okay. Solomon. I was pissed off, boy.
Little bro, Solomon, he was hot, boy.
Had you hot.
They had me hot because I'm like, where all this fight was at in the first, second, third. Now y'all want to fight after y'all down by 40?
It's hard to look at y'all starters and have some confidence, Coach Spence. It's easy to do when the third string's in.
Yeah,
so, it is what it is.
But we learned our lesson, J-Mac, because the next time we play Lovejoy, it's 42-0. We left our starters in. We told our kids at the beginning of the week, we said, because we already knew. We said when we get up on their ass, y'all ain't coming out the game. We about to send a message to their ass.
Y'all got a long memory at Sock. That's what I like about y'all. Y'all got a long memory.
I will say this: Lovejoy ain't been the same since. They ain't been the same since. I ain't even gonna lie. It don't matter who the coach. Y'all messed up the whole city, man. I can't even lie. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, we here, man. We just gonna chop it up today, man. We got some news. We gonna look at the news and go on some headlines and get the opinions. I'm gonna kind of wait. Ward should be popping in, and that is a pause on Mr. Send Me the Link. I ain't even think about that. Send me the show link. I guess I should say pause.
For the last 2 weeks, I've been able to say what I want in my house. I ain't even have to worry about Ward, Zach. I ain't have to worry about nothing. Everything J-Mac, everything is nice. I always pause this and pause that. I'm so glad I had these 2 weeks off. I ain't have to pause nothing.
And that is true. That is true, man. Because I had to catch myself because, I ain't even used to it until he said it. Then I was like, God damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, that didn't sound right. But, y'all know what I'm talking about here. He said it in the chat, so don't pause him next time he said it. But hey, we're gonna start here on some high school stuff, man. We were talking about Arlington. Speaking of Ag Town, since we got Mr. Ag Town here, Arlington South Houston.
Right.
They hired a young bull. They hired a young bull over there at Arlington South Houston, Coach Bobby Watkins, aka Sexual Chocolate, Bobby Watkins. Now, but no, they hired him. They hired him, man, from over there at West Mesquite. He was the DC at West Mesquite under Coach Jack. You know what I'm saying? And just what you think on that? What you know about Coach Watkins? I've talked to him a few times. But just you Solomon, what's your thoughts on Arlington getting a? I guess I'm assuming he's the youngest coach in Arlington.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Coach Gordon probably be right after him at Seguin, but yeah, they all up there in age. But yeah, man, I'm happy for it. It's kind of I got hopes for it like North Crowley, because I told y'all, North Crowley struggled for a long time, but they had all those kids. And if any school in Arlington, Bowie and Sam kind of split those apartment kids, and they got a lot of talent, a lot of aggression, a lot of physicality, and they just need a coach that can get to those kids. That's something that, since Coach Perry, Coach Chris back in the early 2000s, they were able to get that out of those kids, and then we haven't really found it since. So I'm happy for them. I'm excited. Got some young, like you say, young blood. Get those young kids excited, man, because these kids, Spence, excuse me, you've been dealing with them. You know how these kids are. They need somebody that they can relate to, somebody they can go to bat for, somebody they can go through a wall for. And I think they're going to have that in Coach Watkins. So I'm excited for it, man. I'm excited. They still the little brothers of Bowie, but I'm excited. Sure. That won't change. But
and I do think Lamar coach is probably the second youngest.
Oh, right. Coach Skinner, yeah.
Coach Skinner. Gordon just looked young, but that man's older than me. Close to it. He just look young, man. I don't know what he's doing over there at the Fountain of Youth. Coach Gordon over there got that NFL bloodline, got him looking young, man.
Yeah, man.
But I think that's a great hire for Sam. Hopefully he can get him a good young, energetic staff. Y'all know my opinion about it. I always think a young coach need an OG. You gotta have you somebody, older guys, your right hand man. To me, that's and I'm gonna ask you this because I know you'll be having you think I ain't gonna put words in your mouth because we hear you sock guys don't like to lead. But I'm assuming you're gonna want to be your own man at some point.
Yeah,
Spencer.
He is.
But would you agree? What would be like if and when you get your first job? What would ideally be your first hire?
Man, to be honest with you, it'll be somebody like Big Mike, Coach Trailer for us, because he the one that keep me grounded. Like I'm a firecracker, and he'll let me yell, he'll let me scream, and then he'll pull me to the side. Like, now you could have said it better by saying it this way, or you could have reached him better by doing it this way. Now he'll tell you in a minute. He'll be like, now I'm just an old guy, but I'm gonna tell you how I feel. So I respect. That's why Coach Trailer, man, I done grew real close to him. Because he let me come in and he let me be me, but at the same time, he always pulled me to the side and be like, hey man, you was wrong. Now, what you said was right, but you was wrong, and you wrong the way you handled that situation. So like you said, you need an OG like that, that's gonna keep you level-headed. And like I said, Coach Trailer is that he that for me. So if I had a head job, I'll look for somebody like that, somebody that been in the game that don't want to be a head coach. Like Coach Trailer, man. Coach Trailer could have been a head coach, but you can tell that's not something he want. He just want to be the OG where he done drove the car before J-Mac, but now he done pass the keys to me like, hey, just don't wreck it. I'm in the passenger seat. I'm with you, just don't wreck it.
Right. He like the old driving instructor. He got that brake over there though. He got that brake.
Right.
Yeah, that's a Big Mike guy, man. That's why I love Big Mike to death for that.
But yeah, that's a question I usually ask. Especially young coaches. I usually always ask young coaches when they get the head coaching job when I talk to them. I usually always ask them, what's your first hire? I remember when I talked to Holloway, my man Holloway over there at Richardson. I asked him, I said, who's your first hire? And he took an old college roommate that was an offensive line guy. And that was his first hire. And if you go watch Richardson play, they're going to run the ball. That offensive line is going to play.
Right.
Yeah.
So I always think that's
what I like about Bowie, and I like what Coach Sam did, because the offensive line and defensive line coach, they've been there since Coach Perry got there in 07. And they've been with all the coaches, the two coaches that have been since him, and he kept them there. And they were young guys then, but now they're the old guys. Like Coach Williams, my O-line coach, he's still there. He could be a head coach somewhere. He's a great, great at what he does. He knows a lot of football, but those guys still there. I think that helps him a lot. So I do like when you say that. You need some old heads around you.
Same thing like Coach Ingram on our staff. Coach Ingram been a head coach at Vail. You know what I'm saying? He was a head coach at Vail, and he done had opportunities. He can go back, but some people just don't want that. Some people just. I know Coach Ingram always just say his time is more valuable than that. That's what Coach Ingram always tells me, that he was like, my time is way more valuable. But he okay with that. So, like I say, yeah, you need an OG on the staff to, to check you sometimes, and not being disrespectful, but you need an OG to check you sometimes.
Just balance it. You said it right. Balance, to keep that balance. Yeah, I remember Coach Tyler said his first hire was Ward, which was probably the opposite of him at the time because it's a younger guy.
Yeah.
That that he probably wanted to make sure he take care of the defensive side first. Yeah, that's probably why he hired. Well, I would assume he hired Ward.
And he had Coach Traylor already there. He had Coach Ingram already there. So he had guys on that. He had a guy, Coach Ingram, like on the offensive side of the ball that Todd already knew what Ingram. Ingram already knew what Ty was gonna want. It just like you said, Ty was a defensive guy, so he had to make sure he hired somebody that's gonna bring that same fire that he brought to Skyline, but at SOC.
Yeah, that's right. So I always think that's interesting. Like I said, Coach Holloway did that. I'm trying to think who else. We asked Coach Shavers. I think he said Hitchens was his first hire over at North Forney. Now I think his second hire was
the quarterback guy too. I believe in hiring a quarterback. I didn't know how important quarterback play was until we won our first state championship in 21.
Yep.
I thought and like it's good to have a great quarterback. Now it's teams J Mac and y'all that can win without great quarterback play, and we did that the second year. We won with an operator, but that first year when we won state, Ty made me really go back and watch that film and see, you can draw it up, you can do this, but the way Kev damn near orchestrated that offense, say man, I'll take me a Kev any day.
Yeah,
I tell you what, you got a junior Kev over there right now. That just
oh yeah. Hey, Dooney the man.
Yeah, he really impressed me, man. Hopefully, he get the offers that he deserved, and he get the opportunity like Kev did. Be right. What's your thoughts on that? Who will be your first hire, man?
As an OG coach.
If you got hired, who will be your first hire? I don't know. It could be OG. You like the YN. Pause.
Shut up. You know what, Jay? But I'm a little old. My first hire, if I'm an AD, it'll be Coach Barner out of Duncanville.
So you said that's who you were hired as a head coach?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, that is an interesting question. Since you go there, let's go there, right? Everybody put their AD cap on. Except for you, Spence, because you should be one of the answers to this. You know what I'm saying? It's a couple of job openings out there, right? In DFW. We're talking about it. Sam Houston just got it. Langston is open. Wilma Hutchins is open. North Crowley is open. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Some good jobs, man. How y'all feel about that? Like, what coaches and those? What I named 3? If I named 3 or 4, I would like to hear what you guys think. I did, just in your opinion. This is your opinion. This is our facts. That's what we're here to do. Is talk about it.
Right.
Who do y'all think are good fits for some of those jobs?
I'll go first. I know a coach I really want to see take the helm somewhere is the offensive coordinator, coach Spencer at Alvarado, because I was really impressed this year because they had Cartier last year, and he might make it real easy to be offensive coordinator. But then to come back and put up even more yards this year, have the same success, make it to the same round, like that impressed me a lot. And what he's done with those kids, because they're not big, all their offensive linemen are probably about 200 pounds. and he find ways to make it work. So the two Coach Spencers, definitely the two coaches I want to go see be head coach or somewhere when the time comes, because it's all about timing when the time comes.
Right.
Absolutely. Who you got, B-Rod?
You know what, Jay? I'm for to put Spencer on the spot, man. I think Spencer would make a good candidate at Lancaster and Hutch. It's just something about that Hutch. It's just something about that area over there, man. Like I said, man, like that Highland Hill area, man. People be surprised how much talent they got over there, man. Like Kenny Carey, man. Like they in the city championship every year. So,
competing for it.
It's a little hidden gem over there, and so look at Leicester, man. So they got its own city. So I think Spencer do good over there too.
I'm put it like this. I'm gonna give you a little pushback on this, right?
All right, here you go.
Just devil's advocate, and just as for conversation purposes only, right?
Yeah, okay, just conversation, Jay.
Just conversation purposes only. I do not think Hutch is a great job.
You don't think so?
No, I don't.
It's a good stepping stone.
I don't even think that.
Not even that, okay. Because if you can win 5-6 games at Wilmer Hutch, that's gonna open some things up for you. But I agree with you. You gotta have some patience for sure.
No, it'd be a great job if you're the head, if you're the AD and the head coach. It's a great job.
That's where you go. That's where I'm going with it. It's only a good job if you the man.
Yeah, if you're the man, like you go there as the AD and the head coach, it's a great job.
Yeah. If you the athletic coordinator, campus coordinator, whatever the proper term is, you can help me on that, Spencer.
But going as a head football coach, it's a hard sell, Jay.
Yeah, it's the athletic director. Athletic coordinator. It's the same thing. Same thing, really.
But yeah, I just think that's a hard job, especially for where you at, right? And the expectations, right?
Yeah.
One thing I do like about Hutch is they do have an alumni base. Like, go to a Hutch homecoming. I swear that's the best party you gonna go to.
Right, fast, Jay.
I think
I am not playing with you.
I think all these jobs, though, J-Mac, to be honest with you, all these jobs really a hard job. Cause like you say, Lancaster, look at Paul. Like I said, I'm a Paul fan, and you see how short they gave Paul, at least. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Same thing with North Crowley. North Crowley is gonna be a tough job to follow. Like Gates, what he did over there in what was it, 2 years, I think?
3, yeah.
3 years, you know what I'm saying? He bit fifth round and what, state championship?
It's twice, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like
they were bad for 20 years, Coach. Like they were bad for 20 years.
But the expectation is crazy now, right?
Yeah,
expectation is crazy.
So whoever they hire, say North Crowley, whoever they hire for North Crowley is gonna come in. It's gonna be the expectation gonna be state championship bust.
Yeah.
Which is sometimes, in my opinion, it ain't fair, but that's society we live in. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is now.
That's the NIL world we live in, a transfer portal world we live in. Everybody ain't nobody trying to hear about no building.
Nah, they want to win.
No development.
I can say this now because we're gonna talk about this next, but I remember talking to Coach Gates last year, right? And like I said, he gone now, so I can tell it. That was probably one of his most hardest years.
You talking about this past year?
Last year, the year he won state.
Oh, I thought you talking about this year too. Okay.
No, I'm talking about the year he won state. Was like one of his most mental taxing, draining years because of what you got to go through at these type of schools with you blowing somebody out 80 to nothing, and a wide receiver parent want to know why his kid did get 8 attempts.
Yeah.
Hey, J-Mac, what I'm learning, it's all a part of it, bro. And Coach Trey, like I say, Coach Trey, the OG, he always tell me, he always be like, see Spencer, you coaching the linebackers, you helping Ward, you doing this, but you don't be in any press conference with me after the game. You don't get them phone calls, why my baby didn't do this, why my baby didn't do that. So I'm saying when you think you want to become a head coach, that's the stuff you're gonna have to deal with. You know what I'm saying? Like them the phone calls you're gonna have to take, or the meetings.
Saturday morning meetings, yeah.
That's why I respect Ty rule. I was saying I just be picking everybody. Hey, Ty got a 24-hour rule. He tell the coaches, he tell the kids, he tell the parents. 24 hours after the game, then we can sit down and holler at them, because after the game, emotions be high, everything. You know what I'm saying? Everything.
Yeah.
I remember the year we won state. Man, after one game, I don't know what game it was. J-Mac, we probably won like 70-0 or something. And Kev, daddy, he was mad that Kev didn't throw the ball that much that game. Well, it's like we up 60-0, but I failed him because he look at it like, man, it's Kev's senior year.
Yeah,
we need them stats. But Ty was telling him like, dog, them stats don't matter. You can have all the stats in the world, but if you ain't winning them big playoff games, then these schools not gonna come holler at you. Yeah. So I feel with Gates, like I said, it's all a part of it though, and I'm learning that because it's more than just coaching linebackers, DBs, running backs. These parents, bro, these parents on a whole nother level. And I know we're gonna talk about it, but when they get to college, oh boy, these parents, they on some hustler, they on some.
we had
they're all agents now. They're agents.
Hey, it's a dog world out here, boy, and I'm just learning. Like these last 2 weeks, I done learned so much about NIL. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, no, we go get on that for sure. Shout out to Richard Jones, man. I can't believe Richard Jones done showed his head, man. Did Sock let you out? Did Sock let you out the room? I didn't know Sock let you out the room, Richard.
Hey, man.
What up, Rich?
Glad to back, brother.
What up, Rich?
But I agree with that, man. But let's move on, right? That's I don't think the Hutch job is good. I don't think the Lancaster job is great, if that makes sense. I don't think the Hutch job is a good job, but I don't think the Lancaster job.
Why you say that about Lancaster? Because we all know about the talent there. They're about to drop down to 5A. Why you say that, Jay, man?
That's why. But I feel like the expectations is gonna be unreal.
Need good administrators, bro. Whoever, and I don't know nothing about Lancaster administrator. I don't know, but
I know KB, my dog. That's the homie.
You got it, but that's athletic director, right?
Yeah.
I'm talking about administrator. I'm talking about principals,
man.
Well,
yeah, I don't know about the super and the principal and all that. I don't know.
I'm telling you, them principals.
The problem is, Spence, is everybody else winning.
Yeah.
You said everybody else winning the bill. Oh, yeah, Doug. Yeah, Doug.
That's the problem.
You're right.
That's the problem. That's why I don't think Lancaster is just a great job. But I think the right coach can get it done. But I just think the expectation is gonna be crazy. Going back to 5A, now they really gonna be crazy. Now, I was one of the ones and I was criticized and hated on, right? Like I got banned from Lancaster because I said they wasn't gonna do that in 6A. But I already knew it.
I mean, they made when they made the playoffs wins. Did they make? What was it? Not
they
this
lost,
year.
They lost to Longview last year in the second round.
And if that game go this way, J Mac, then it's Lancaster versus Southlake in the 5th round of the playoffs.
Yeah, but they
got
a lot
to get past
games.
DeSoto again. They would have to get past DeSoto again, which I don't think.
No. I'm talking about the year. Oh yeah. That's true. You're right. They will have to get. You're right.
They would have beat DeSoto. DeSoto beat them by 40 that year.
Yeah, you're right. Long and different type of football, so you're right.
Yeah. They would have beat DeSoto. But they would have made it to the 4th round, which is really good.
Yeah, fourth round is what Gilbert did. Besides the year, he went to state. What was that in 2012? So it's just, I think, and it's my opinion. It's all opinion based. I just think they didn't give Paul enough time. Now it could be some other stuff going on over there that we don't know about, J Mac. You know what I'm saying? Your ear beat to the streets that we don't know about.
Well, I mean, when you get a new AD. And you probably don't know this because Sox stay the same so much.
Yeah.
Other places when you get new people in charge, they got different visions. They got different expectations. They see stuff different. Yeah. So I think Paul. I don't think Paul did a bad job at Lancaster.
No, not at all. Not at all.
I don't think he did a bad job, and I hope he get a second chance. At a school to because I always said this. If Lancaster get rid of Paul, then you made you may get rid of a coach that's gonna go win somewhere else because he done took all his lumps right there.
Yeah, I see what you're saying with that.
You see what I'm saying? Like he done learned his lesson now.
And his lumps, you know what I'm saying? He got put in a messed up predicament, had to go play in that District of Doom.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's
And
tough.
should nobody be judged off that.
Yeah,
nobody should be judged out there in that district.
That's tough.
That's tough. But you know, it is what it is. We ain't gonna cry with spilled milk. But I'm just saying, right. I hope he get a second chance somewhere and get a chance to keep going, because I feel like he's gonna be successful because now he got the knowledge. Now he got the experience. Now his first hire, I guarantee you, his first hire gonna be different than the first hire he did with these Atlantis.
Yeah, you live and you learn. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that he a wily vet.
Yeah.
You know,
there were some big games where they almost won. A couple of decisions could have changed it, and I think that experience of losing those games is going to help you in the future, especially that end of the game management when you have a chance to win the game. So yeah, I think that'll help them for sure. Hey, like you said, you got to take them losses.
Let me know when you're ready, Ward. I see you, Ward. I ain't gonna lie, Ward probably got the best bed headboard out of everybody I know. Like it takes up the whole screen. You know what I'm saying? Like, how much money he make over there at SOC? What's up, brother?
Crazy boy.
What's up, man? I know y'all miss me, man. How y'all doing?
Hey, man.
Hey,
we miss you at the headboard, brother.
He got the same headboard I got.
Yeah, my house don't look like yours though in the background. That ain't how mine's
that Mansfield. Yeah,
that's a big old house.
Hey man, we were just talking, man. We was talking before we move on, Ward. I'll speed you up real quick. We just talking about the job openings that's out here, and things like that. First thing I'm gonna ask you is, if you was to get a head coaching job, what would be your first hire? What or who or what position would be your first hire? And second, what do you think of the Hutch and the Lancaster job? I think that's where we at right there.
First hire will be offensive line, because if you get a good old line guy, your quarterback play don't have to be and running back play don't have to be as good. And then I think Lancaster is the job it's always been. It's a really good job. I think the standard is higher than what the output has been in the history of the school. You know what I'm saying?
That's what J-Mac was saying. Yeah,
I think Paul going to the 4th round. I know how they lost some games, distracted some people, pissing people off. Let me say it like that. But the output hasn't warranted the requirement on the job at this point. So it's a tricky job because you can go 3 rounds 2-3 years in a row and get fired. You know what I'm saying? At Lancaster. And that's proven. You can. So I think what they want from the job, and I mean, I say it. I think it's hard when people want a success that they've never seen. So when you're talking about an administration,
or been a part of,
that's what I mean. They ain't never seen it. They don't know what it looked like. They've just watched it from the outside. Nobody over there from a football perspective knows what that looks like. So when you putting this standard on somebody to do something that you don't know what, like it's no coincidence that our principal was a part of state runs as in administration before. You know what I mean? So the Lancaster job is tricky, you know, just because of that. You got an admin that's demanding you do something that they ain't never seen done. Hutch is a rebuild job, but I think it's a lot of talent in Holland Hills. I think it's just somebody who knows it and that could get a young, fiery staff that's knowledgeable, and I think it can flip really fast. I feel that I felt that way about Hutch probably since I got into coaching. And I don't feel no different about it. I think Hutch could be Carter. You know, I just think the customer you're dealing with is different. If that makes sense.
What you mean by that, Coach Ward?
It's a little rougher. You know what I'm saying? We Holland Hills. You know what I'm saying? You got some cats just stay in the browns and the pink still.
See, I'm from Arlington, Coach. Well, you got to translate for me, man.
Yeah.
It's different. It's different. It's different. It's like
some stop six kids coming to us.
Yeah.
It's you know, I mean, Carter in 2025 different than what it once was, but it's not hood. You know what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying.
Right.
I ain't gonna say it like there ain't nothing, but it's not hood. Hey, be out of what you doing? Talking about nigga. Yeah, man. See, I come on here to the shenanigans, man. Yeah, J Mac. I don't know. Did you hear my Lancaster spiel?
No, say it again. I heard it, but I did hear it because I
said Lancaster is tricky because I think the requirement, the expectation that they putting on you at that job is higher than they know. They never seen it. They seen it in track, they seen it in basketball, but they ain't never seen it in football. They don't know what it looked like because none of these people was there when Gilbert made his run. You know what I'm saying? So, it's tough because what you need to do, what they asking you to do, I don't think they understand. They got to do some things they ain't done to get that done.
Yeah,
right.
You know, so it's a tricky job. You know, it is. It's tricky.
Yeah, it is, and that's what I was saying. That's kind of what I was saying. It's like the expectations make the Lancaster job to me not as appealing. To
Okay, I see what you're saying.
What would you think? You know what I'm saying? Because if you could go in there, and I ain't gonna lie, I don't know if anybody have been to a Lancaster job, been to a Lancaster game, but go to a Lancaster playoff game when they lose and they seasoning.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say.
I was at the Longview game. Yeah,
I watched the who were they playing 2 or 3 years ago with the onside kicks when they was up.
The Riddy game. Oh, that was crazy in the cold.
I watched that on NFHS and social media, and I wasn't even there and saw it. You know what I'm saying? It went. Shoot, they freshmen lost to us one year, and parents was hopping the rail. So it's people don't.
That was Gilbert, and they ain't lying. Gilbert, that was Gilbert last year.
Yeah, you dealing with
Gilbert. I remember Gilbert walking in. It's crazy. I remember Gilbert walking in at Kincaid. Y'all done been to Kincaid, so when you walk down, J Mac, you know it's a bench always right there by that home locker room, bro. Him and Ty was just sitting there for the longest, and I asked Ty, I said, Ty, what y'all talking about? He said, man, G looked at me, said he's sick of these Lancaster folks.
I already do. And I'm gonna tell this because he already gone. So let me spill some tea. Because Gilbert went to Texas, right?
Right.
He got the Texas job on his way to Waxahachie to take the Waxahachie job.
Oh wow!
These are facts.
These are facts.
So Waxahachie,
I like
you almost had Coach Gilbert. You gonna forever be losing in the second round.
Nah. We ain't about to do Gilbert. We ain't about to do Gilbert like that.
You go forever undefeated. I'm just my bad, dog. My bad.
Like that, Jay.
I mean, I ain't sorry though. What's up, Triple D?
What up, Coach?
He eating ice cream.
And I want to know who gave him the link because I know I didn't give him the link. He didn't get my link.
I gave it to him.
Hey man,
y'all gave this man the link to the East Ice Cream.
Gotta say pause, J man. Ward on here now.
Pause, yeah.
I live and be free, man. I am not here to judge y'all, and y'all happy.
And then he got off. He would eat ice cream. That I ain't gonna lie, it was kind of sexy, Todd.
Come on, man.
Come on,
I do got a question for you, Ward. Just a room, Ward. You Ward. I got a question for you.
Oh man.
First of all, hey, happy Kappa holiday. I can't think of the name of it right now. I'm not a Greek guy.
Man.
Appreciate
Yeah. Hey, I took a picture after the state game with somebody. I was saying we had won it 3 times, but I was told that I was claiming Kappa.
Oh, you did like this.
Oh yeah.
Hey, that's what Snoop told me. I took a picture with Snoop after the game. Snoop said, "Man, you know how many Kappas hit me up saying I can't do it this. I can't do it this way." I said, "Man." I said, "Well, I'm just gonna start doing this 3 then."
Yeah, that's what I did.
I'm just gonna start doing this, man.
What's up, B-Rod?
in the room is, this world is. Did you apply for that Lancaster job?
No.
Oh man, rumor is they turned you down.
Nah. I mean, I just told you, B-Rods, I just told you the gift and the curse is when you get around winning at a high level and find consistency, you know what to look for. And kind of just like how I just explained it, it's quick, it's easy to identify it. So I think they learn in that process, or they trying to learn that process. So they need to hire somebody who got the patience to teach it to them, or is learning it with them. That's the hire that fits Lancaster, whoever that is. It's somebody that got the patience to come in and teach and be patient with them and teach them from an administrative and parent and customer perspective, the process, or somebody that's just learning the process with them. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's hard to get certain types of people at certain jobs. I bet a bunch of people ain't turned down in North Crowley because they know them people know how to get through that process. And then people willing to do all the things they need to do to get you in a position to do what they're asking you to do.
That's true.
Lancaster ain't that same situation right now. You see what I'm saying? It's still a learning process. You know what I'm saying? And that's not a shot. I think everybody went through 10 years ago. It was the same conversation about Sock, but Sock wasn't saying, I need you to win a state championship. I need you to go 5 rounds.
Right.
Yeah, they would just say, hey,
people in that position don't typically ask for what they asking for. So it's tough.
Yeah, it would just beat Carter and Conrad.
3 years ago, no.
Make the second round, Jay.
We beat Carter and Conrad, and we good.
Yeah, that's it.
That was 15 years ago.
Make the second round, Jay. Make the second round. That's it.
Hey, man, let's welcome 2026, man. We got Coach Todd, and we got a whole family reunion up in this thing, man. What's up, Coach Todd? I see you in here being sexy, eating strawberries and carrying on. Take yourself off mute, Todd.
We still can't hear you.
Lancaster heard y'all talking about them. They done looked.
The juices for them strawberries fell on the lap.
Hold on, I'm gonna come back.
There you go. We got you. There you go.
There you go, Coach.
Yeah, man. Hey, y'all boy crazy, man. All right.
What's going on? Happy New Year, Todd.
Man, I'm gonna tell you how you find a good coach, man. You just got to trust your instincts, man. And damn all that getting on the board shit. Nah, I don't want to get down about all this shit.
Now we was talking this Todd, because I remember, you had said it before. Your first hire was Ward.
Yeah.
When you hired Ward, Ward, I want you to answer this too. Well, first, Ford, I want you to answer. Then Todd, I want to get back to you on why you hired Ward. But Ward, you used to get a head coaching job. Just say
He said O-line. He said O-line, J-Mac.
Oh, he did say O-line. He did.
He said O-line.
Right.
Hey, I watched.
What made you Todd?
Hey, J-Mac, I watched Alito win title after title without elite quarterback play. And I felt like the O-line could carry it.
Yeah. That's so why did you hire Ward? That's what we want to know. From what we understand, because Spencer already gave us the kind of the rundown that you already had Ingram and Traylor and some of them cats. So what made you say, I want to hire this young knucklehead from West Mesquite?
Reginald Bell, the AD at Lincoln, who was the girls track coach and used to be a football coach over there. that was it.
He just told you need to holler at this guy?
Nah. It was long before then. When Ward first came to Lincoln, Coach Bell was like, man, we got this goddamn coach named Coach Ward, Todd, and he reminded me of you like when your ass first came over here. And from that point on,
hey, that ain't really a compliment either. Just
because he was Master P. Todd did. He was looking like Master P. Though. He was straight out of TSU.
I know, he like Gucci Man. Yeah, he like Gucci Man. Was he?
Oh, we lost you again, Todd.
Yeah, his computer going out.
Yeah, it's his microphone.
Your mic going out, Todd.
It was off there.
There you go.
There you go.
Y'all can hear me?
We hear you now. We can't see you, but we can hear you.
I don't know why this shit keep cutting out. Like the man bugged me or something. But
You know, you and Willow, y'all share the same Oak Cliff internet. You know, it ain't that great.
But nah, it was our coach Reginald Bell, though, to be honest with you. And I just saw him this weekend, too. The first two people I called really was that wasn't already at SOC was Ward first, and then I called Medice second. And I just remember Medice because he was, I knew he was gonna work hard like a mug, you know. So if you get some guys you're not gonna go in there and work here, you can figure the rest of that shit out on the run. You know, to be honest with you. But nah. Yeah, that's what it was though. But you know, so I really, you know, in the perfect world, you want to get an offensive guy like a line coach or somebody like that, or somebody opposite of what your strength is. But sometimes you just got to get the best hire that you know that you could possibly get. You know, no matter what position it's at. You know what I'm saying? And then that's kind of how it's filtered on through the years. You know, I coach Spence, so I already knew what he would bring to the table. So it's an easy transition. You know what I'm saying? Somebody you can trust. I already, you know, Coach Ward, Coach CJ. So that's an easy transition. Coach Dan's been there now. He was there underneath us. You know, like I said, me and Traylor Ingram, you know, we've been going back about 20, 30 damn near years. So, you know, we was already linked in, you know, so it was just like a perfect storm that built over time, but it wasn't no one-day thing, you know, like it was. I'll never forget this one day when we had lost in the playoffs. And we were sitting in fourth quarter. And Ward's wife, she said, Coach Todd, come over and holler at me. And she, you know, it was that serious, you know, that serious look. And she said, Coach,
listen,
I'm trying to see how she phrased it, but basically she was saying, Coach, we got to get this outfit right.
Don't tell me the wife is Ward agent.
Yeah.
And NIL agent.
No, they were totally her. It was just me and her sitting at the edge of that bar. And I looked down and I said, you know what? I say, I think we got something gonna help us get the ship corrected, and I think we're gonna get on the right path. And what I will say since that day, we done been to state championship 5 out of 6 times since we had that conversation. And so that what the date was really about, because we were doing a fundraiser or something too. And when she donated some money or something on the fundraiser, she just put the date on there for her comment. And so that's where the whole concept came from. 12/21/21. It was our center back to her putting that shit on that damn on that comment on the little GoFundMe thing we had going on at that time. But no, I'll never get that conversation. If it's a movie, that's gonna be a key scene in the movie, like what the music gonna fit.
Yeah.
The Rocky start training hard.
Hey, J Mac, but I say this: when you talk about knowing what it takes, you got where she went to school, Allen.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's different. She was a sports person at Allen, so she see it. You know what I'm saying?
Seen it. Yeah.
And go back to something Coach Todd actually said before the season on the show, that North Crowley, I think their superintendent, someone in administration came from Lancaster when they won the state championship. AD, okay, yeah. So when we were saying it earlier.
And the soup, wasn't the soup there when they made their run?
I think the soup was there when they made the run too, yeah.
See? You trace it back now. It's you got to learn how the process is first.
And then he go back to Longview too.
So he really know about winning. And he know about the process too.
Yep.
Nah, I'm saying when you from a one-horse town, and I can tell y'all this personally, when the person over the whole district call your phone to hit you up, like damn AD, damn assistant AD, when the superintendent leave a message on your phone and say, hey, hit me up. Yeah, you gotta respect that. You know you all in, man. Because it ain't no whole bunch of levels to get there. You talking to the man that's the man. Yeah. And I'm telling you what I know for a fact.
Yeah. So Ty, rumor is you don't want to drive to Fort Worth, so that take you out of North Crowley job.
I don't know, man. I was kind of offended when I ain't get mentioned, at least in the name.
He said you want the rumor, huh?
Lancaster came back, got you.
Yeah,
I know.
I don't know what's wrong.
Your mic. What's up with your mic, Todd? I thought you bought a mic.
Yeah, he got a nice mic over there.
All that money he made.
Tell him to plug it up, man. You over there, all that old rent-free debt over there. You over there don't want to buy a microphone. You worse than Willow.
Yeah, all that
You don't want to buy
money
a mic for nothing. But he'll be back. He'll be back. Hey man, we gotta move right along though, man. We talk about the dog crowd job. Let's talk about Southlake, man. My man. You know, the goat with no rings. The goat with no rings. My man Riley Dodd, that's still my guy.
Say, man, what's going on?
He's still my guy though. He's still my guy, but he ain't got no ring. I can't cut him no slack, boy. I don't discriminate. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't be 0-3 running around here or whatever he is, 0-4. And I, you the GOAT with no ring, but I'm super happy for him though. I'm super happy for him. I think he will be a head coach in college, and it probably ain't gonna take that long. So that leaves a vacancy over there at Southlake. Now, a lot of people, I saw this on Twitter, man, and it was so funny. Somebody mentioned Coach Todd to go to Southlake. Can y'all imagine that?
Oh, no.
I saw that.
Hell no.
Hey.
I said, clearly you ain't been to now Southlake game. Now. You ain't You ain't never been off 3-6.
Yeah. If Coach Todd get out at Southlake, I want to go to that next town hall meeting. I want to see what that look like.
I want to be at the first parent meeting. The first Booster Club meeting. I want to be at.
I'll pay money to see that. I'll pay money to see that first parent meeting.
Right now,
I'll pay money.
Say, Ward, he on his own.
He on his own.
Nah, he on his own.
Yeah, I picked them battles. He on his own.
Todd, I saw your response. I thought you handled that well, though. I do think you handled that response well. They tried to throw your name in that Southlake job. They didn't throw you for North Crowley, but they sure brought you up for Southlake.
Oh yeah, man, ain't nobody tripping about all that shit. I'm really happy. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't no high school job got enough money. You know what I'm saying? To make you be considering all shit, man. I don't care about all that shit.
Now, speaking of money, this is my next question. Cause I ain't no sense in even talk about the Southlake. We know that's gonna go to a guy that's connected to Southlake. That just is what it is. Hey, pretty girl. That just is what it is. But what y'all think about the colleges coming to DFW? Now, we have had 3 that we know have already left to go to college. I know for a fact 3 more that has already either talked to or interviewed for college jobs. So I want to know from you coaches, and then Simon and B-Rod, y'all follow up after the coaches. But
all right,
how y'all feel about colleges now coming to DFW to try to snatch up some coaches?
I mean, I don't think it's that new, J-Mac. I mean, if you really trace it back, you can go back to Fletch. You can go back to Emmett. It's been numerous guys. I mean, you can even look at David Beatty. You know what I'm saying?
We talk about possibly 6 in one offseason.
I'm saying it's 6, but you also talking about the 6. You talking about 6 that were you talking about a state championship coach, one of them.
They got backgrounds too, college backgrounds. A lot of them. They already coaching.
Well, I think most high school coaches got college backgrounds now.
No,
not as far as coaching in college.
No.
Yeah, well, at least playing at something other than the HBCU.
No, I'm saying, Riley Dodge was at 2 schools before.
Right. He was at A&M. Right.
Yates was a defensive line coach. He had his own position room in college before. A lot of people don't know that.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
I believe Surratt had a short stint earlier in his career in college.
Yeah. Well, and plus I think he coached with.
Oh yeah, they boys.
Yeah.
But I think that feeds something into it too. Like that, and not saying that's a requirement, but I think some of them guys have kind of had some of them relationships and that experience, and it's attractive to people.
Yeah. That's why I say I think it's been going. I think it's just more popularized right now. But I mean, it is what it is. It's good for a lot of them cats. But the thing is, a lot of young cats don't really understand what it takes to get to that point. Because you talking about now, you talking about people that were the head coach of Southlake, the head coach of North Crowley,
Yeah.
You know, you're not talking about no assistant coaches going up to that part right now. So, you know, like a lot of people got to realize sometime in order to get to that $500,000, you may got to start at 50 for a couple of years, just sacrifice, and then get to that to the big money once you put in your work. But a lot of times it's not gonna come like just how it is right now. Just too many times you're gonna get some instances where you're gonna have some position coaches just boom, pop it and make it. But most times position coaches probably gonna have to go more through the grunt work, and coordinators gonna have to grind a little bit more. But it's gonna be a couple that's gonna pop up that ain't gonna have to grind. But it's all about what you want to do. I don't want to do that shit.
I don't know. I just feel now maybe it's me because I'm always on my agenda when it comes to DFW. I just feel like we got the best players, we got the best football, we got the best coaches, we got the best everything. So I felt like what I saw already, like this is I know for a fact. I ain't even thinking. We got 3 on the left and 3 on the and either interview or talk to a head coach, a college head coach about a position job.
Yeah.
No assistant, no GA, none of that. Like
I think it's cause like Todd said. I remember Todd when he was talking to Gilbert one day in the office when Sarkeesian came up there. I think it's because they done went to this long playoff system, and high school coaches like we plan out the whole year, like through spring, what we gonna do in the weight room, like that. Like Todd probably about to have it planned out all the way to the summer or after the summer. These like since the playoffs start, like some of these teams, bro, they not used to playing or being around their kids this long. So I remember Gilbert was like one time in the staff meeting, they asked him like, well, Gilbert, what you think about, how we should practice, how we should prepare, how should we do this? Because it's really going to a high school game with these long seasons now. They're not used to being with these kids that long.
Yeah. And that what a lot of time what people gonna start to realize, a lot of college coaches ain't about shit. I mean, just to be frank with you. A lot of them just them politics and kiss their ass to get up to where they at.
Yeah.
And ain't knowledgeable about the position, so they can't develop no talent. So when you start getting a high school coach is used to having kids that they can't control all the variables on. So you kind of know how to cut corners a little bit and know how to develop some guys to get them to point A to point B to point C to point D. But nowadays with this Porter shit, that shit over too. Because now if your ass can't come in to play, we just gonna give you some money in the beginning, but your ass to get back in that Porter, and like that's why I've been tweeting all this morning. The game is really fucked up right now.
Hey, hold on, Ty. I got that tweet. We gonna bring it up. Hold tight. We gonna bring it up. I had to screenshot that one. Yeah. I want to give my other 2 guys their opinion on that. And you made a good point, Spencer. You say you talked to Gilbert, but Gilbert always had time after the second round.
Damn.
So go ahead, Solomon.
Hey, now Gilbert made it to state, bro. We ain't got to do Gilbert like that.
That one time.
You on one,
them J-Mac opinions, his statements, them all J-Mac right there. I won't speak too much. I'm in class right now, but I mean, yeah, you see it like when I was growing up, a lot of those guys like Coach Perry, I'm gonna keep going back to him at Bowie. He, special teams coach of the year at Texas Tech. He went with McGuire, and he was one of those guys that coached high school football for a long time. He was an old guy. He could coach us, even though he didn't look like us and stuff like that. But I don't know too much of it, man, J-Mac. But yeah, it's exciting. We got a lot of talent, like you said, in DFW. A lot of young coaches coming up. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I'm gonna stay out of this one.
Don't get shot now. Oof. Come on, man.
Yeah, you can't be I'm gonna stay out of this one here.
I mean, I don't know. I didn't want to see Coach Gates go because I felt like he was gonna be up there with you and Samples and Baptist. I kind of like that job personally. Like I said, I played in North Crowley District all my life. I seen what they were. I seen what they become. That stuff is exciting. Coach Dodge, I get it, man. He kind of looks like one of those guys that you can tell that's where he was trying to get to anyway. He wanted to coach at his old school, try to win a state championship. Hell, I done been to 2. I ain't won it. What we waiting for? Yeah. This was the class to do it. So
yeah, after this.
Yeah. So I get that one for sure. But me personally, I didn't want to see Coach Gates go, but I know he got his own plan that he got to do and his purpose in life. So I'm not mad at him, but I wanted to see him stay longer, win a couple more, because I'd hate to see North Crowley go back to what they were.
But I don't think they will, though, because I don't think they were never that with this superintendent.
And see, like you said, it's deeper than just the head coach.
Yeah, like this man gonna go make the hire that he gonna think is best for goddamn North Crowley to keep being successful.
Yeah.
And they 1-1 where they at. It ain't like over this way.
Mm-hmm. And they got the bread and they got the facilities.
Yeah.
Got all their kids back from Martin. They got it all going. So.
Yeah. You know what, Jay? Let me just say one thing. I just think with Gates leaving, I just think it was one of things. It was one of opportunities that he just couldn't resist. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
for his plan.
I think regardless of even if North Carolina would have wanted to stay, I think he would have accepted the job in North Texas because, like you said, I think he got bigger plans to be a college coach one day.
I think
I talked to Gates.
The hard part for high school coaches, and it depends on what sport, but you get capped financially, right? Yeah. So when you start talking about the college game, the cap is extreme, a whole lot higher. Yeah. So even if you're a guy that don't necessarily want to do it, like I've been firm in what I want to be, what I want to do, where I'm at, but people can throw certain amounts of money at you. I mean, I ain't like Todd. I ain't.
Yeah.
Todd, right. You know what I'm saying? You start talking about no debt and all of that, like residual income and stuff, like you okay. You know, that's where I want to get to. Well, how do you get to that? Do you go the long road and you just be the smart investor and all of that stuff? And how long does that take, right? Yeah. Or you go to you go to a different space where you can the cap goes up really high and you can jumpstart everything. You know what I mean? So I think it's hard to say you would never do this and then people can offer you something way above what your cap was, and you could have worked the rest of his life at North Crowley, and he could make everything he would have made in 4 or 5 years in college.
Yeah, I get that.
At 25, 30, you know, so it's tough.
He got kids to put through college. Yeah,
I mean, no, actually, Gates almost like he ain't like Todd, but he almost like Todd. His kids grown. It's just him and his old lady. That's why they all around the world now. You know what I'm saying? But if
2 weeks,
if you could go make 300,000, 400,000, 500,000 in 4 or 5 years, then what we talking about?
Not?
A year, J man.
A year. That's what I'm talking about. A year.
1.2, 1.5 in 3
years. That's what I'm talking about. And like Mitch said, if he didn't go to North Texas, he probably was going to Texas State. I ain't want to say it, but yeah. He definitely he had his option was there. He was going. He did tell me this, and like I said, I can tell it now because he already gone. But he want to be the Black Jordan McGuire.
Okay,
that's his goal. Yeah. So you can never pee on somebody's goal. If you want to be a head coach in college, go for it. And the avenue is there.
Yeah,
to do it
now, especially now. If you can manage kids in the NIL era, because it takes a skill to be able to still maintain relationships and control in a space where people can offer somebody top dollar to change their mind. If you can do that, look at Tech. One thing I can say, because one of my close friends was on that staff, Tech has not lost a lot of players that they actually wanted.
Yeah,
in the NIL era.
They got that money.
I did say the quarterback is
before that investment. They still wasn't losing their guys.
Oh, okay. I see.
That investment just came 2-3 years ago.
Yeah.
We just now seeing old buddy face everywhere.
Yeah. He been there. He been there because the facilities is there.
That's where the money was going.
Yeah. The money had to come somewhere. So yeah.
When it first started, Joey McGuire and Tech programs, big thing was we're gonna pay inside first. I don't know if y'all remember that. We're gonna make sure we get our guys inside. So they wasn't doing the whole portal. We getting all these transfer stuff at that point. But again, it's a skill to manage people in that environment, dog, where somebody could pop in and just buy your people away. It's a skill. He haven't had a big turnover on the staff, and he haven't had a big turnover of players, and that's just the truth.
No.
And I feel like now is probably the best time. I'm gonna bring this up because I do want to talk about the college playoff, but I feel like since we there, we gonna go ahead and go there. when it comes to the NIL, and I want because I want to know everybody's thoughts about because we got three-time champs right here. I'm sure they know guys that's going through this right now in the NIL. I know some soccer players on jumped in the portal. I know that for a fact because I done seen Todd rants. So it's NIL guys, it's soccer guys that are hopped in the portal that he probably did agree with, and some he probably did agree with. We'll let him distinguish the difference. But I do want to ask y'all just y'all opinion. And Todd, I'm gonna put your tweet up in a minute. But I just want to hear y'all opinion about the thought of college football in the NIL era. Your thoughts on it. And I want to get you three guys first, and then Solomon and B Rise. You guys follow up. Solomon, you guys start giving an opinion, man.
I got you on this.
All right, I'm gonna kick you out here. You don't talk. I gotta kick you out of here. So you gotta talk. I bet you Lamar got something to say.
Oh, he always got something to say.
It might be stupid, but he gonna say it.
Come on, man.
I'm just playing. I'm just playing, Lamar. You know I love you, bro. But okay, this is what Todd had to say about it. Since college coaches' salaries are public record, the players' contracts should be public record also. And the percentage and I love this. I love the way he wordplay this. So-called, that's what I love that part. So-called agents, because everybody is not NFLPA certified, making off these kids. So I'm gonna start with you, Todd. Please explain this.
Like my thing is, I ain't all for the kids or all for the coaches, but you know, if people trust me, I know that public institutions salaries can be revealed, private schools you can't. I know all this. I just ain't talking about that. But also these kids, because what's up with a lot of these kids is they don't have a market analysis on really what their value probably is. So a lot of them are at places where they probably making premium dollar above what they ever should have been making anyway. And then they thinking that they supposed to go make, I'm just gonna throw a number, 500,000 a year, and they may be making 350 a year. And then when I pull your goddamn stats, that shit say played in 8 games, 6 tackles, 1 tackle for loss. Like, how the hell you ask for more money and you ain't done shit yet?
Somebody back home in their ear, Coach Todd.
Yeah, it ain't them. That's the point.
And that's what I'm saying. So I just would like just some transparency so people can have a market analysis on what the going, like if they can establish what the going rates are for, okay, if you Jeremiah Smith, ain't a lot of people up there. So you can come on down and kind of establish a pecking order, because some of these parents is fucked up because the kids in these colleges offer way too much money for them out of high school, and they ain't worth that much. And then ain't none of them really getting no NILs. You know, you got the celebrity types that's making the NIL money, but most of these cats is making money off their collector shit from the university. They're not getting no real sponsorship by Little John's, Little Caesars, and Smoothie.
It's the profit sharing. They making their money off the profit sharing, right?
Right. Profit sharing. So if you're making money off the profit sharing, pretty much from what I done talked to most colleges is, that shit's kind of established on how much money they got to give away. So what the hell do I need an agent for to negotiate a deal that's already structured in the Pacific area? Why am I gonna pay you 20% of that shit?
That's just 40% is crazy.
But a lot of
it's happening
because a lot of people are uneducated.
And on top of that,
my dad got no brains. Yeah, they all stupid.
On top of that, Ward, I'm sorry to cut your time, but on top of that, it ain't just 20% of the NIL. You got some of these crooked rascals that got these kids signed to lifetime deals. Yeah. It's tied into their NFL earners.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Yeah, I heard that. That's crazy.
And I know that because my partner, now he NFLPA certified. He's an NIL agent. My partner, he be telling me all this. But yeah, it's crazy.
But that's on the parents too, though.
Well, they don't know no better because all they know is they get that 20 grand right now.
Yep. And that's I think that's the hard part.
Right.
But you see a lot of the parents getting involved, even past what they getting from the school, but what they gonna do with the money. You know what I'm saying? It's it's like we was talking the other day. If I'm sick and I got a surgery, it's somebody that got to be qualified to do my surgery. You know what I'm saying? It's somebody somebody that specializes and has a history in managing money is who should be managing the money, not just somebody who birthed you or fathered you. And I think that's a lot of issue. You got a lot of ideas for people who don't got money, but you had 40 to 45 years to figure out what you was gonna do with your money and your that you ain't done shit. But now you trying to tell somebody what they gonna do with their money. It don't make, you know, you seeing it so much, it don't make no sense.
Ooh, man, you said a word.
I hate that shit too now.
I tell them kids that.
Yeah, if you're a family coming out some good times type shit, and everybody just dirty ass poor, and yeah, okay, I get it. But a lot of I don't know how a parent can just live off a kid.
Yeah.
I mean, my mom always told me it was her job to make sure I could be self-sufficient and carry my own self. Whatever I do in my life ain't for her. Now, if I'm able to provide for her and want to, then that's what I do. But my goal in life wasn't to make sure my mama got to do house. Hey, what the hell she did when she was living?
You don't owe a parent for doing what they was obligated to do. I'm saying
in this world to do.
Yeah, I'm saying like, cause that's the way it's being treated.
Well,
like
that's the way it's being said. Let's just call it like it is. And now I'm on my soapbox now because that's the way it's being said. I took all these camps and I did all this training and I took them to practice and I took them to school. Well, you know what? I did it too. My kid didn't get no NIL.
Yeah,
man,
that's your job as a parent.
Yeah. Now 3 days ago, J-Mac, my wife had to tell me to calm down. One of my kids called me, told me he was getting in the portal, and I was like, why? And then he told me why. And then I said, okay. And then he said, we gonna ask for this X amount of dollars. And like Ty said, you done played an X amount of games, which is good as a freshman, you know what I'm saying? But you done had X amount of tackles. And like, how dare you gonna go to another school and ask for this type of money? And like my wife told me, she was like, Dominic, y'all done did y'all job. Y'all job is to educate them. And you like, you can't let them, like, cause I was mad, like J-Mac, I want to punch, like I'm like, bro, y'all tripping. But like Ty say, it's the parents, and it's like, I'm glad I came from a 2-parent household. It's like, why, like, what and like what would say, what y'all been doing for the last 30, 40 years, or the kid 19, what you been doing for the last 19 years when he wasn't getting paid? You was paying your bills then, so what you mean your bills ain't getting paid now? So I just it's the parents, but like Ty say, it's the coach's fault too, because you can't come in these high schools, you can't offer a kid, like I coach linebackers, you can't come to him and say, we're gonna offer you $700,000 to come to our school, and then he get there and then you take the money away, and then it's just it's the colleges, it's the coaches, and it's the parents too. But if you got that good relationship, like Ward say, Tech got good relationship with their kids. And they ain't lost no kids in no portal, really. It's like, you got to stop lying to these kids, bro. Like, you got to stop lying to them.
Man, you know what it like, J-Mac?
What's that?
How much it used to cost in the club at first?
Yeah.
It was $40, all right?
Yeah.
Then somebody want to come in and say, I'll pay $100.
Yeah.
Then somebody come in and say, I got real money. I'll pay $500.
Yeah.
VIP. So then you start driving the market up on product that ain't goddamn worth the market value.
It ain't worth it in the first place.
They ain't got a shot no more at the average talent now.
Yeah.
The average talent you getting taxed for. You know what I'm saying? It's just like Jazz said, man. It's so much ignorance and lack of education just with the subject of money.
Yeah.
Right. There's so many people who are getting access to it that don't have an understanding of how to deal with it or how it works. And it's gonna keep going. It's gonna keep. They just tried to fix it and it went up again. That's the rev share was supposed to fix it.
They need a college commission. They need Nick Saban to be the college commissioner. Ty. Hey, Mac, you know what I'm excited for this spring? I know we off subject. I can't wait till these college coaches come in their office. Dog, Ty, he told the Oregon people, say, man, J-Mac, it'd be hilarious. He told the Oregon people, hey, man, I need a new truck. What
That sound like Todd.
Hey, bro.
Todd, I just bought me an F-450, man. Photo crew, man. You got to get you one. That shit ride like a Cadillac.
J man, I tell man, they throwing money where I want an F-250.
But get you that one. That costs too much. That's that diesel gas.
That's too big, Coach.
Nah, man, I want the 250. I don't want the regular. I want the like. Shit.
Hey, I ain't mad at you. Right? You come to my school, hell, I need 250 dually.
I mean, look at it. If you look at it, okay, this is how I broke it down to a kid the other day too. I said, if you married and you finna get a divorce from your wife, who the first person you gonna call? They said a lawyer. I said that's correct. You need to call your lawyer. So why when your ass finna get in the portal, you need to go back to the motherfucker who helped you get to where you at. Mm-hmm. So you need to call the recruiting coordinator at your high school first.
Yeah,
that's the first call you need to make.
So that's if you got a good relationship with them, right?
Yeah, you know, but I understand there's so many people on the outside saying, man, you need to make this amount of money. Man, they horn you. Man, nah, this guy ain't messed up.
It is.
I don't know when honestly, I don't know when the NFL stopped being the goal. I get it if you know you're not gonna play in the NFL. Like a lot of those kids that
Solomon, why was it the goal?
To make that money, of course. But it also depends on where you're coming from. Because little Zachary, whose daddy is the CEO, and he loved the game of football, he trying to get to the NFL to get to the NFL. Now we a little different, but I mean it goes back to like what Magic said about his daddy. Well, you've been broke all your life. What's being broke one more year? You know what I mean? You got to make the right decisions. Like Coach Todd said, you got to get in touch with the right people to help you out. But I think the biggest thing is hurting is the kids in recruiting because it's hard. It's hard. Like I watched the Tech game today, and they got that 6'4", 330-pound defensive tackle, and it's like if you ain't gonna take his spot, the coach is not looking at you. And I think that's where it hurts the most.
And they looking for, like you said, they looking for guys who can do that now.
Yeah, right now we don't have time to develop anymore. Because I only got 1 or 2 years to win before I get fired. So I'm not gonna wait for you 3-4 years before you can show up on something. So
that's why I always ask. That's why I always ask when college coaches come in there and they be like, they ask about the linebackers or something. I always ask them, what if a kid? What if the linebacker I see you? What if he come in there and he not where you want him to be at in year one? You just gonna throw him to the curve? You gonna develop him because they not developing no more. No. If you ain't good, if you ain't good in 6 months, they putting you in that portal. Look at Parker. Look at Parker Livingston, ranked in the country, started for Texas every game this year. I think he was the leading receiver at Texas this year, if I'm not mistaken.
No, he wasn't, but he was close.
And he
was top 3. But now that it is some conflict to that. I will say that.
Yeah, that be that when you start talking about politics, especially at that level, it's like Spencer, it's like a public divorce from 2 celebrities. Yeah.
And it's also the same thing for Trey Wiseman.
Putting out stuff.
Right,
Really it is. Yeah, that's how that works.
But this is how it go, right? Agent go in there thinking he finna negotiate some shit, and he throw out a crazy high number, and Steve Sarkisian say, "Get the hell out of my office."
Yeah. Okay, Walt. Tell him to go.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Because in the NFL, I mean, you're going to ask for some crazy number, they're just going to send you home, and you ain't going to have a team that far.
But you just trying to negotiate. But they like, if you start off there, we don't even want
you. Yeah, but it goes back to you can start out there if your name Ricky Williams.
Yeah, thanks. Exactly. That 500-yard receiver.
Yeah, Corey Moore coming in and being the best receiver on the team. Yeah.
That's how I knew the college game messed up. When I saw Parker Livingston was in the portal, I think, shit. This just ain't about the black kids no more. Everybody ain't gonna pay now. Like that's why I went on my rant this morning.
Parker said he was forced out, and of course, because Texas is a machine, they're like, okay, now we just finna tell it. We finna leak everything.
Yeah, but like but like Ward said, that's what when I read his graphic and I looked at the smile, he was basically saying this wasn't my decision. And I'm like, when the kids say that, I'm like, damn, they done forced them into the portal. That's why I'm like, it's kind of tricky because, and I talked to this one college coach the other day, and he put it to me like this. He said, look at Indiana. Indiana got a bunch of kids that's made up for the NFL, meaning it's gonna be 4th round, 5th round, 6th round picks at Indiana. And you see they dominating right now.
Whole bunch of 0 stars. And 2
Yeah,
stars.
so I don't know, man. Like say, kids just don't like being developed no more, man. I mean,
This is the thing,
coaches don't like
Spence.
developing.
Spence, this is the thing. Yeah, you got forced to the portal, but tell the whole story, right? Because that's what Texas said. Okay, well, you done told your side. Let me tell my side.
Yeah,
You said you got forced to the portal because you make $500,000 a year, and you came here talking about you need to be wide receiver 1 and be top paid.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give y'all an example of what Ty I just looked up because of what Solomon just said. So an example of what Ty talking about how it's no set thing, right? So like Solomon said, he used DeCorian. We all know DeCorian. DeCorian torched our ass twice. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
DeCorian was 3rd on his team in receiving with 400 and some yards, right?
Mm-hmm.
And how Solomon spoke about DeCorian was in the same light as somebody who's established and proven. I'm just using this as an example, right?
Mm-hmm.
Parker Livingstone was 3rd receiver on his team with 500 some yards.
Yeah.
So because there's no market and there's no leveling,
yeah,
it's not. Now we all know what DeCorian is, but somebody who looking at the numbers and let's say they agent knows such and such agent. Well, if he getting this, shit.
And they probably wouldn't have taken. They probably wouldn't have taken said that, J Mac. Like what
this year? So I want to start my number here.
Like Ward just looked that up that fast, J Mac. So just picture Parker Livingston agent, whoever it is, he going there to start, and they put that up there. They say, hey, we supposed to be the same class receiver. I got more receiving yards. True freshman. They both playing. So, like, Will Parker Livingston agent went in there and did that. You like say you
Sark told him, like Samples told him, the parents that come in there talk about playing time.
No, I don't even think
that's
this
the hard part.
To short this, like he don't deal with that part. He may just define or say so or vertical. They go, but he ain't.
Well, he ain't the final say so, but I also think that if what they said is true, and Parker was already making $500,000, whoever over Sark that paid the money is probably saying for who?
I'm gonna tell you.
We got this Cam Williams cat from Auburn coming in, the number 1 receiver in the portal.
Yeah.
Who's at Texas this weekend?
If Parker Livingston was making $500,000 when he left Lovejoy, Texas, I know a whole bunch of people they can get that amount of money to, and it'd be very beneficial. But I'm saying, if I'm paying $500,000 for a solid prospect.
Well, maybe that was for 2 years. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't give a damn for what it was.
Yeah.
I'm just still saying though, like, and I thought he actually had a good year, and I was real.
He did better than what I expected.
But like $500,000, like shit, I go find that. I go find Javon Rover had that shit.
That's why it was no negotiation, Todd.
Exactly.
But I don't believe they side of the story neither, though.
Well, I think it's always somewhere in the middle, right? I don't believe neither side, but I believe it's somewhere in the middle. I take his side, they side, is somewhere in the middle. I just think they both saying they side.
Okay, what about the Trey Watson situation?
Because Trey Watson, I heard he trying to come back, but you know
he was the leading back in the SEC, I think last year.
Last year,
yeah, he had a decent year this year. Now, it surprised the hell out of me him going there playing so early. But we did hear good reports saying he's a hell of a special teams player. So for him to step in last year and do that, is it wrong? He asking for more money?
Well, now I'm just going off of speculation and rumors.
I say yeah.
Going off speculation and rumors. That, of course, like I said, when a player come out, the school finna come out. And I'm a Texas fan. I follow them. I know guys down there. When they side come out and they go to portal, then next thing you know, Texas finna leak some shit out too. So Texas leak it out. Agent went in there and said he want $1 million.
Yeah,
he was good as your last game.
Yeah, right. The same thing Durham.
It ain't no straight across the board.
No,
and it ain't never gonna be like Spence said. I mean, I feel you. I feel y'all, and I listen to Saban talk on TV. But I mean, that shit was easy to sell them kids on the NFL when that was the only way they was gonna really make that money.
That's true.
There's a reason he got out. Now relationships got to change, and they got.
Can I ask y'all this? I want to ask y'all this. at what point, like, does making the money, but also because let's just be honest, man. When you live in Texas and you go to some of the big schools like a Texas Tech, a A&M, a SMU, a Texas Longhorns, they got the alumni base, and where the benefits is way more than those 4 years.
Yeah.
Like, at what point do you got to weigh that in? As you know what? Because trust me, I know guys that graduated from Texas, they ain't doing nothing. They played, but they ain't doing nothing.
I was just about to say that.
I'll say this: my best friend growing up played at Bowie. He went to Texas, was there 6 years, got 3 degrees. He didn't play a whole lot. He played some minutes, but he ain't got to worry about nothing now. So, like you saying, it's all that Texas connection.
But
it's different.
But if he'd have been there right now, his ass wouldn't have finished there because he's been in the portal 6 years.
I done heard Coach Traylor, when Coach Traylor talked to our kids, I done heard Coach Traylor ask the kids one question, but it's 2 answers. Either you going for the money, or you going to play. Like, it's either you gonna take the money, because you can go to A&M. A&M say they're gonna give you $400,000, or you can go to Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State gonna give you $200,000, but also you most likely gonna get on the field at Oklahoma State. Mm-hmm. So what you willing to pick? You going for the love of the game? You going to chase that money?
But that's what I'm thinking. Is they chasing the money, or is it the agent or the so-called agent chasing that percentage? See, this is my theory. This is just my theory. I think the kids, they making the money. They cool. I think it's the agent that looking for that bigger split, because he don't give a damn about tax brackets and state taxes and all that. He'll be happy to see your ass in California to make $200,000 more because his cut bigger, your cut smaller.
But J Mac, these kids messed up in the head too. They all over the place too. Like half of the issues come about because they find out somebody else making this amount of money.
I was just about to say that. I want what he got.
They get mad. It's like, his girlfriend finding mine in. You know, they gave him a better car than I got. Oh, he got this. I mean, in the end of the day, it's going to be, and I hate to say this, it's going to be a whole bunch of drug heads and crack heads in the world, because these kids is making some money that a lot of them not going to make once this shit over with.
Yeah.
And then,
I just hope them chains are fake that everybody wearing on the sideline.
Yeah, but tell me this. How you go from, I'm just going to say a low number, how you go from making $250,000 a year in college to graduating college, you don't make it to the NFL, and then your ass talking about you're going to be a football coach at a high school or some shit.
For 65.
Yeah. Like, shit, you better go look for like shit, something to jump off the bridge with.
Yeah, that's, if you don't save and invest that money, like I heard Todd tell one of our kids some real stuff one day, and he asked one of the linebackers, "What you gonna do with that money?" And he told Todd, like, "Man, if I'm you, I'm invested in a house. You know, invested in somewhere the money gonna always just keep flowing in, bro." And
shit,
like they gotta have plans. You got to school these kids. Really, you got to school the parents too, because a lot of these parents they crazy, they retarded.
I mean, it's hard to, y'all know, man, it's hard to go from I ain't never had nothing, now I got a chance to have something. It's low-hanging fruit. Low-hanging fruit is easy. It's right there.
But you know what's even harder?
What's that?
To go from balling to broke as hell. Then that shit hard.
Yeah.
Shit, I don't want to be there walking them. Shit, all that money, and then I'm broke as hell. Like, hell no.
Okay. Solomon, do money move you?
I'm 26 though. These kids 18, 19, 20. They ain't learned their lessons.
Nah, I'm saying certain money ain't. I mean,
all money ain't good money.
Hey, but I done heard Todd tell our kids, "Hey, bro, use football and use them. Don't let them like that. They using you." So I'm saying, like, that money, bro, you can jumpstart your life. Picture if you save that money for 4 years and you save that money, you can leave college being a millionaire and you can invest in something. And man, say, bro.
Yeah, you could buy some property somewhere, hire some good property managers, and while you in school, you making that money.
One of the SMU players bought, I think he told me he bought like a parking lot, I think like in Deep Ellum. And he get paid, and they, Deep Ellum, You just they gonna always you getting that money. I'm like, bro, that's money coming in. That's who knows how you can make $1,000 probably a night in Deep Ellum.
I'm gonna buy me some ice machines. That's what I'm gonna buy.
Man, my partner Lil Greg told me that. He told me that out there in Red Oak, man. You know, I've been knowing Greg. My partner Lil Greg, he told me that one time. I asked him because he owned where his barbershop is. He owned all that over there.
Yeah.
And I asked him out there in Red Oak. I said, man. He said, I'm trying to buy that corner, but they won't give it to me. I said, what you gonna put there? Man, I'm gonna put an ice machine. I said, an ice machine? I wonder why. I'm gonna put an ice machine there. I was like, really?
Hey, go to Sonic and ask how much they make out people just going to go buy ice.
Them ice machines, like he said, it's low cost. It ain't nothing but water.
Yeah.
Buy some bags, keep it clean.
Money.
Electricity bill, shit, you good.
That's what I'm saying. Find something that you don't have to be. I mean, here, parents, y'all want to be involved. Have your kids buy some property and go be some property managers. Run that apartment complex. Go do that kind of stuff, man. That's how you, like you said, that's that lifetime money, man. Like somebody said in the comments, that strip club money don't last.
Nah, hey man, that's a wise man telling. He trying to tell you, you got to learn how to invest that money.
It's true.
And leave the gold chains because everybody ain't gonna play on Sundays. That's just reality.
That's facts.
Nah, everybody play on Sundays.
And another thing I've noticed, I don't see a whole lot of parents posting about no free education no more either.
It's all about NIL. It's all about
I don't see them posts no more. Be right. You know, 5-6 years ago, that's all you saw. Right, my kid, he may get a free education. Free education.
That didn't even matter if you played. You can get that free degree. You might get 2 of them if you handle business, and then you gonna make that life money.
Man, I wonder what's the percentage of that. You know what? That's one thing. Ty, ask some coaches when they come in the office. How many kids graduate from your signing class?
Good question.
That's a good question.
That's a good question. That's a good question to have. Yeah, that's a good question.
Like you said, J-Mac, parents in their kids' ears about this money. They ain't talking about degree. They majoring. I don't know what they majoring in. I ain't gonna go that far, but
I mean,
that ain't the conversation.
If you at these big ass schools and you can't pass and graduate, that just means you just stupid and ain't trying to.
They got the resources for sure.
Yeah, all the damn fake ass majors and shit they don't create.
No.
But isn't that on them to actually get a degree in something?
I mean, man, the degree, that shit overrated too, man. Unless it's something you want to apply. Hell, who
I got my degree in communication.
Yeah.
Long as you got it.
I got mine in communication, J-Mac. I picked the easiest thing. I just got to get up there and talk in front of the crowd. I can do that. I picked the easiest thing. I didn't have to take no math classes. I picked the easiest thing.
Yeah, I'd rather somebody go get an AC degree. Goddamn, learn how to do air conditioners.
Just some HVAC, especially in Texas.
So you telling me general studies would be the one?
That's what I was about to say. I couldn't remember what it was called. General studies.
Like all them cats at A&M, they be got everybody yoga the burn with the goddamn agriculture degree.
You crazy, dog.
Don't know how to
probably still don't know how to plant nothing.
Oh, cut no yards, none of that shit, man. I mean, but it is what it is. I respect it. Shit, like, come on, man.
Yeah, that's tough business, man. I ain't gonna lie. But that's the world we're in. I don't know if high school coaches could try to help shape it by because I kind of feel like high school coaches been cut out by the middleman.
Man,
I was listening to this on a podcast.
I just think people don't listen to people when it comes to their money.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Like it's something that's one of the few things that people can have zero experience with. That they ain't trying to hear nothing from nobody about. It's how to spend their money.
Yeah.
And I think that's the biggest thing of why it is where it is. Because when money comes, shoot, everybody got an idea. You know what I'm saying? Do they have an idea that's been successful before is what's lacking.
Yeah.
But I'm on the other side of it, J-Mac, because I was at A&M and I saw everybody get paid out Johnny football. You know what I'm saying? I saw the university grow. I saw
the head coach.
I saw everybody get better jobs and raises off of him. So I'm not saying I'm all the way on one side, but I've seen the opposite. You know what I'm saying? And so I love that they getting paid, and I think the issues that's coming with it, they've existed within college coaching. It's just they grown up, so you don't hear about them. You know what I'm saying? I just think it's a part of it, and them regulating it a lot of time is trying to put a cap on it, and that's the part I don't necessarily like. You know, because I went, you know, they kids and all of that, but it's still business, and it's still about what's the gross income of the entire thing, and how much money and what's the percentage. And I don't know that number, you know what I'm saying? But that's tough to say we're gonna cap this part. You know what I mean? So it's hard, you know, and it's hard for everybody to try to manage it. And it's gonna be more and more and more out of control because we are where we are. I just think it's still gonna be it makes guys like us more valuable because it's still a relationship business. And like Ty said, a lot of the people that's in that side of the business, they can't manage their relationships. So it don't do nothing but bring our value up because we can manage relationships with people.
I think that's why we see in the high school coaches get hired. Like Gates is going to be able to come back. Riley's going to be able to come back in the DFW, do a lot of recruiting, talk to a lot of coaches. That's still going to be there.
Mm-hmm. And kids.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. They ain't finna come in and save all the kids and get them to school because their job to win. That shit don't. Like damn, because I'm cool from Dallas. If you ain't got the kid that can help me win and keep my job.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, in terms of recruiting and find those kids, they still gonna. And you're right. Just because I used to coach you, don't mean I got recruited by a coach at a D2 school that got hired by Baylor, and he said, "Hey, good luck with you on recruiting," but he didn't recruit me at Baylor. So absolutely, for sure.
Hey, that made me bring to this, y'all, because we got the college version of Coach Todd, right? Down there at Prairie.
Nah, he ain't the kind of very. I ain't got no swag titles here. We got goddamn the truth.
I'm just saying, as far as saying what you own your mind.
Oh yeah.
What was that for? Right, my bad. Let me preface it, Coach.
He's crazy.
You got too much dip on your chip.
Yeah. Well, he didn't let me finish. You know, Coach like, hell no. He ain't been in no state championship 5 times. I don't give a damn about no sweat. I get you. But I'm just saying, I just want y'all to know y'all opinions on what he said. And is it relevant? Or do you think it's relevant only because of where he at? Or can this attitude go higher if he has aspirations to go higher? I'm gonna put it up here.
What they say?
This is my man. He say,
I remember that.
Yeah. Well, he was talking about he not trying to talk to no agents.
I like that.
He only want to talk to players and parents.
I mean, it's two guys that took a similar and not literally the same way it was said, but
hold on, what you said? Hold on, let me say it. Was it Gundy and Dabo? Gundy and Dabo
took a similar stance, and one of them has several national championships, so he's holding on. And it's thin, that's clear, because he done came out himself and started saying, if they want to get rid of me, somebody else hire me, all of that, right? And then the other one, it happened. He was the longest tenure coach in college football, so he felt like he could take the stand.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think he can do it where he at because, you know, it's a difference in between, man. I done been in some of these rooms. There's a difference in between being a Division II coach or a coach making 50 grand, you know what I'm saying? Or a head coach making 200 grand. But when you get into that 10 million, it's people that it's people that tell you what you gonna do.
Yeah.
And the opinion that you saying you got, it don't override what the big spenders is saying. And that's just the reality.
But you gotta pull it back up though, Jay. Put it back up to CC. This is where you gotta break this stuff down too. See, the reason why it possibly could work at the next level is because it said, I don't coach agents. I coach players. But when you get to the big level, it's a general manager that's talking to the agents. So it's all going to be interpretation. But see, this another problem, J-Man, is that, like, I went to a black college and played at Texas Southern. But you got kids at that school walking in like they Jeremiah Smith and Decorian and like they probably walking in talking about Nah, I need 10.
Yeah.
Like, come on, bro. But you had one fucking offer.
Yeah.
Now, if you ball out here, like the kid that just left Alabama State, I think he just committed to Texas Tech, the receiver.
Yeah.
So now you got to use that as a stepping stone, but you can't come around talking about you finna ball out for a Pell Grant check or some shit. Or
Just happy to get a stipend. You get something to eat.
Yeah, hey, J Mac is happy to eat in the cafeteria. Get that swipe.
Man. Not to have to share an apartment for sure.
Hey,
That's HBCU different.
That's where everybody lose their mind at, bro. Like everybody think they supposed to get paid now. Now, if Johnny Manziel playing, he deserved $25 million.
Yeah, he brought the university way more.
Yeah, national TV every game.
But you think the goddamn who was the backup quarterback, Ward?
Don't nobody know.
Old lineman, little brother. He went to TCU and played. He was number 16. What was the old lineman that went first round? Joker.
I'm about to say Joker, yeah.
But Johnny could make 25, don't mean Joker supposed to make 10. You know what I'm saying? But he like, oh, I'm next in line. That means I'm rolled to the 25. Like, nah, you can't do what that cat do, bro.
Yeah.
Now, the other cats, the first round picks, yeah, they deserve that type of money.
Jeremiah Smith for sure.
Like his kids making more than the position coach. Come late to me, like smell like everything in America.
Yeah.
And the coach can't tell him shit.
Nothing.
No. Because the coach can't bench him or cut him.
Yeah.
It's over their head.
Like one coach told me they got to play him. I said, why he playing? I got to play him. He make 500 G's. I said, damn.
That's an investment.
I said, damn.
Yeah. That's what's.
But I like the PV. I like the PV coach, J Mac. I think like Ward say, it's gonna, if he move up, it's gonna change. Like
what he said gonna change.
Yeah, what he said gonna change.
Ty gave him an out. He definitely got an out.
Yeah, but
you talk to him.
Yeah, like Dabo. I remember when all this paying stuff first. I remember Dabo came out. We Clemson, we this, we that.
Yeah,
you see the year he had this year, and I'm like, Dabo, Clemson got money to pay people. You better.
Hey, that's what everybody waiting on. Everybody waiting to see if somebody in the portal commit to Clemson. They waiting to see if it's gonna budge.
Like you better do something, cause Clemson not about to just keep letting you go. What 6-6 or 6-7? And nah, bro, nah, they ain't better let you do that.
But this is my thing. Well, what is Indiana paying folks then?
I think that's more the coach. Yeah, that's more the coach.
I think it's, and like I said, it could be wrong information. I think, because what is the NFL made most of? Ward played in the NFL. Ain't the NFL mostly made up of 4th round, 5th round, 6th round picks?
Yeah, and free agents.
The free agents. I think Indiana got a bunch of guys like that on their team, like Parker Livingston. I think like Parker Livingston. Whatever he was getting at Texas, he was getting at Texas. Did he deserve it? I don't know. But I see he got in the portal, and his first visit is to Indiana. Now watch him show up in Indiana, and I'm not saying he's gonna be the best receiver in the country, but people gonna be like, oh, I remember Parker Livingston. He gonna probably do better at Indiana than he did at Texas. Why?
That's what TCU quarterback just went, right?
Yeah, exactly. TCU quarterback just went to Indiana too. I think that's why Indiana's successful. I like that coach a lot. That coach done grew on me a lot. And I think they got a bunch of kids that a lot of people didn't want. Like they cornerback. I think they cornerback 5'8", number 5.
He real.
And he all Big Ten, and he played with a chip on his shoulder. So I think Indiana still take the approach where they recruit underdogs, and it worked for them. That's my
kind of like what PV coach said. Cause he just said he want guys that want to play football. Yeah, like that's first. Cause he did say they have NIL. I remember not in that tweet, but he said a previous tweet. We have NIL, but if you coming from a big school, don't ask me about no NIL because you had a chance to make that. When you come here, you want to play football.
Yeah, I mean that's how it was. Like I said, playing at Texas Southern, Prairie View back like 6, 7, 8 years ago. It was full of kids who was at those big schools. Something happened, got in trouble, this, that, and then they come down to the SWAC, and those dudes can ball, man. So yeah, they don't need to hit that portal because they're not playing against a bunch of portal kids either.
But this thing with Indiana, you got to see if now you're gonna see is this sustainable? Because it's easy to take a lot of guys that wasn't the A-list guys at a bunch of other places. Then you get that one group there, and it's like us against the world. To now, if you got a cold kid in Indiana that's making $250,000, and now Michigan come in and say we won't pay you $750,000, do you think Indiana gonna still have that kid the next year?
Exactly.
And so that's why I think what you finna do, you finna start seeing a merry-go-round of champions every year on whoever do the best 1 year coaching jobs every season.
Well, I'm gonna get them too, Ty, because they was in the playoffs last year.
Yeah.
From Indiana, you know what I'm saying? We ain't talking about Ohio State. Like they
but I think, like Ty say, I think now our eyes are on. Last year they might have thought it was a fluke. Now, not only are you looking for these kids, but you're gonna have to keep your own.
Yeah, I think it's like what a combination of what Coach Todd and Coach Spencer saying. I think it's still a lot of value in coaching and developing, right? And I think it's so rare at that level that it shifts a program really fast. When I watch Indiana play, and I just talk about defense, they are coaching at a really high level. It looks like the Saban tree. It looks like they running a pro style defense, and they're playing because there's some guys on that team that I look at just run around and they don't look very athletic, but they making a lot of plays. You know what I'm saying? One of them backers, I watch him every game and be like, "Boy, they coaching."
Yeah, and he killed the back you talking about, Ward. When I went to Oregon and see Oregon, I watched film. The Oregon film was shot after the game. He killed Oregon. Yeah, I know the linebacker you talking about. Yeah. He looks horrible.
So I'm saying cats like that with a program like that, it's about the move and turnover on staff, which they haven't had a lot of. These same cats was at James Madison with him. So it's not like he got Indiana and hired a new staff. A lot of them cats came with them from James Madison, where they won a lot of games too. That kind of player, if you lose him, you can replace him with another player like him. You see what I'm saying? We ain't talking about the 6'2", 200-pound corner that went 10-3. Or the wide out that's this and that. Like they're built up of those free agent, I'm saying NFL comparison. They built off of them 5th round to free agent guys.
The NFL talent, but they might not be the
you see what I'm saying?
A lot of them probably ain't even NFL talent. They just good football players.
Yeah.
You know who they remind me of too, Ward? Not from the money standpoint, but they remind me of the same philosophy of a Highland Park.
Yeah, for sure.
Like Highland Park never have a bunch of all the star players and stuff, and they graduate people every year, but they always very good and they very successful at what they do in their own particular style of playing football. Now, you know, occasionally they'll get the big-time quarterback or something, but when the last time you seen the cold black running back run the ball at Highland Park?
Yeah.
You don't see that shit. Or the black receiver that just run by everybody. Everything they do is system-based.
Yeah.
I think the only thing different that they do there is that you can't really do in college is he don't play a lot of young cats. He's senior. Coach Larry like them seniors, and you can't get those kids to sit on the bench for 3 years in college.
Yeah,
because they up out of there. So I do get what you're saying, but I think
they kids that said 3 years somewhere else.
Yeah. It's value to that, Solomon, because and Todd and Spencer tell you, I'm a fan of the guy who's been sitting in the system over the talented guy. You know what I'm saying? Because they know those are the guys that make the talented guy look good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And when I watch them play, that's what I feel like they do really well.
Yeah.
You see a whole lot of guys where athletically you probably wouldn't have chosen, but when you get on the field, they make it. They really you on the field.
Yeah.
Rather than me giving you a play and now it's the office play versus my play. That cat is probably sitting in that same backer we talking about is probably sitting in the meetings with the coaches on Sunday and Monday, deciding what they gonna run and what he finna change it to if they see this or what that's the value in that kind of player that's been there. He may not start 3 years, you know what I'm saying? But when he get out there, that's what I see. That's why I'm a fan of what they do.
I think he's a great coach too because he come from JMU, right? And JMU made the playoffs. Like they still got, even after he left, that program was able to. And you got to give him credit that's probably his leftovers. I know he took a lot of kids from there. Well, he took some. I ain't gonna say a lot. He took some,
I like. He got a fan of me. I like. I like.
I will say this, my man Troy right here. This Troy Williamson. He said, "Why Texas? Well, I tell you, we talking to Sox. I got a few players. They had a few players on Texas roster. So I don't know. I can't say they don't recruit in the South.
Texas recruit a certain type of player, Troy.
yeah. Texas just recruit a certain type of player. Yeah, they
ain't a lot of them.
You got to be the biggest, the fastest, and super special.
Now, all the big schools recruit a certain type of player. Like,
yeah, that's true too.
Like if you don't have somebody for like of Georgia stature, Georgia's not going to come to your school. Coming for individuals, they don't recruit just to recruit. Now, if you got a relationship with some cats, they'll come through and peep their head. But like, nah, bro, like
5'10" defensive tackle, you ain't going to Texas.
Just as you cold, you know, like
and I think Texas. I mean, off the top of my head, in the last 3-4 years, just from paying attention, I think Texas has went after every one of them kids.
Yeah,
they haven't gotten them all, but I think they went after them.
Yeah. And I really think, just to keep it real, I think what Texas fell off of Mac Brown is because I thought they recruited that particular school down here and wasted some scholarships on some players.
Yeah.
That really wasn't good, just off some rankings and rivals type shit.
Yeah. I think that's where it was, that ranking stuff.
You can get that at camps. Like I see that with a lot of linemen. You can get those scores
that's Todd talking about, Sam. I think a lot of them kids that, like I said, Texas was recruiting, who they was giving them scholarships to, they was going to them camps and like they look good in shirts and shorts. And shit, they playing that real game, they can start getting their ass torched.
I mean, like if you were Texas, to me, you talking about with the amount of resources, the prestige of the university, and them type 2 Tech is moving into that thing now because of the money shit coming into play. Mm-hmm. Like, is it really that hard to find the next Ricky Williams, Cedric Benson? I mean, even Charles, like them type caliber kids. Because what happens is, when you get a kid that does start that's not of a caliber, he's still gonna want to demand the caliber money that those guys were getting or gonna get.
So you think Texas missed out, Todd, on Lacey?
I don't know if Lacey was the answer, but to me, when you were Texas, you were supposed to have a prime time Bijan Robinson, Cedric Benson, that type of back. It ain't no excuse for that shit not to happen. Now you may miss on some occasions. But the problem be when the other guy may step up because maybe they ain't got that in campus, they gonna demand them people type of money, and that don't necessarily match though.
Yeah. I think the injury to Baxter, because you remember Baxter started as a freshman.
He was good. Yeah. I think Baxter. Now, I'm not saying Cedric Benson, but I think Baxter, he was on that level. That he was
on that level until he got hurt. Yeah, when he got hurt, they couldn't replace him. That's the problem. At Texas, you should always have a Baxter or a Benson, at least 2.
No, but this is what I'm saying. When Ricky Williams first got there, he was a fullback.
Yeah.
And before Priest Holmes came back and emerged, it was Sean Mitchell then.
Yeah.
So I'm talking about it's supposed to be a loaded room. When you pay him, okay, J-Mac, I'm going to take you back to the club again, okay? If I'm going to spend my money on them, it's finna be the baddest ones in the room.
Yeah. For sure.
You want what you pay for.
Yeah, Solomon said for sure.
Chill out, because you'll get me in trouble.
Yeah, I'm not finna waste no money. I'm not finna waste no money on some mediocre.
Yeah.
I'm going to get the baddest in the room. The baddest the goddamn place got to offer. And that's how Texas, Georgia. Man, do you see how them Georgia people look when they on the field?
Man, when the Georgia lineman came from Grambling, though, Todd.
I know, but I'm saying black colleges occasionally have some freak of natures.
That's why they don't stay there.
Like when I played, Grambling line used to be huge. They just didn't have the nutrition or the training, but they were giants.
I just think it ain't been no. And you right. Texas can recruit the country. I just don't think it been those type of backs in Texas lately. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't, and I know Durham was cold, Lacey was good, the kid out of Longview was good. Then you got, Black Jesus, but they not.
And 2 of them was in the portal right now.
But that's what I'm asking. But that's what I'm asking Todd, J Mac. Like, what out of Texas and the state of Texas, not outside of Texas, the state of Texas, what backs in the last couple of years have been like that? Where you like Texas should have got them?
I haven't scouted them, so I just can't personally watch. But you cannot tell me it's not running backs in the state of Texas every year running backs be dominant.
Well, when's the last time you seen a little Jordan Humphrey, big 6'3", you know what I'm saying, big old running back that can run like that? That's the kind of running backs they going to get. Now Bijan, he was small, but I mean Bijan is one in 5. So yes,
he was different.
I'm just saying, if I'm spending my money, bro, I'm getting me a first round something.
Yeah.
I feel
it may not be the number 1 pick, but it's gonna be with 432.
I feel
like shit. Like I'm gonna buy some receivers too.
Yeah, they receivers. Yeah, they hurt me with their receivers, man.
I mean, like if you look at Wingo, and I used to be a Wingo fan, but now the more and more I watch Wingo, man, shit, I'd have sent his ass home too.
He just and he had the nerve to be renegotiating right now, and that to me that's crazy.
But J Mac, Wingo, the coach is saying Wingo is like Jeremiah Smith.
No,
potentially, but he ain't.
That's what they said.
When you talk about Jeremiah Smith, he has exhibited the behavior from the first time he touched the field.
I agree.
Jeremiah Smith ain't potential; he's a result.
Yeah,
you see what he do.
He ain't him.
And Wingo ain't Jeremiah Smith.
Nah, he ain't. They got.
Like I said, I thought Texas should have made a late push at Booby, even though he probably wouldn't have went. But I feel like after this senior year, they should have at least tried. In the NIL era, all it takes is a bag.
Damn. Texas got tired. Texas got tired. He got his ass.
Yeah.
Hey, they got him, J Mac.
Yeah, I got him again.
Okay, I'm gonna shut all this shit out. I got something.
Okay, so we all for you, so we ain't gonna mess with you.
Hey man, I feel him. I've been disappointed though, and it's a couple positions I've been disappointed with in Texas. They receiver room, I've been disappointed in, like the way, but they missed that. Like I'm trying to tell Todd, they just missed out because they tried to get the Corey, they tried to get the Jalen Locke kid. It's like they trying to get them. It's just they
did get the guy from Sachi, who was good, right?
Yeah, last year he was cold.
Yeah.
And he scored in the bowl game. Like I like him. We had him on the show.
Yeah, he was cold.
When Willow was trying to recruit him to Michigan.
The running back thing, like I think out of the state of Texas, and I told Todd, because me and Todd, we was texting over the break. I think Lacey in the years we done played, like J-Man, you gotta think, we done played Boosie from Longview, we done played Caden Durham, we done played Lacey, and we played the back at Arizona State that was with Lacey, the kid from Mississippi. We done played Black Jesus. And I think Lacey is the best back that we have seen. Where I done seen in my 10 years, I'd have been inside. Lacey is the best back that we done went against. And Texas didn't recruit him for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying?
I think because his junior year, he spent more time in the slot than he did.
Yeah, he was
back there.
I mean, J Mac, like some stuff you can see. Because I'm telling you how it go. Let's go back to them years. It was no way nobody in the world could tell you that he was better than Durham when you used to be on this show.
Oh hell no, and that includes me because I always liked it. Now Jesse White did. He was always a big Lacey fan. Other than the Longview running back, he was a big Lacey fan.
But what I'm gonna say, when Warden came on one of them shows and were trying to take like give some evaluation next level wise,
yeah,
you wasn't hearing that shit, did?
Oh well, I gotta disagree. But now Warden, no, I listened to Warden. I got what he was saying, but I just felt like. And I still feel like Caden.
Caden is by the best in terms of high school. That's
high school because he was the home run guy. Yeah. Now I did get what Ward was talking about. Because Ward was like, "Don't get caught up in the so-called track speed."
Yeah,
what Ward was trying to tell us a lot.
Not all, right?
Not all of it. Yeah,
because like Jo is a damn good back. If somebody's caught up on track speed, they're not gonna fool with him. You see what I'm saying? But Jo is a great majority of the NFL style back. You know what I mean? that back is always the prove yourself with the load and carries in college and stay healthy.
Yeah.
Tiger.
When I saw Caden get caught by a safety from like Vanderbilt last year.
but J-Mac, that's what I was saying.
That's what I remember.
It's
That's
like a video game when you got the 99 speed back and you playing on starter. You know what I'm saying? That's high school. So when you go up to Heisman in college, it's some cats who may not even beat you in a race in college in track, but they will run you down. Rod Jones ran down Bo Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just it's a difference in thing, and now them other intangibles start coming in, which I ain't saying Caden can't do. It's just when you start evaluating and comparing, Lacey was so athletic in high school. Yeah. The fact we talking about he spent his junior year in the slot, and we talking about back in the SEC right now. His versatility, he could fit in a lot of systems.
And the reason why I really liked him was what I judge it back on is the ability not to outrun the first man, but to make the first man that should tackle him miss. And when you can make that first guy miss and then get back vertical, I thought that's what Lacey, and Lacey was very physical too.
Yeah.
When he came down to drop that shoulder. But then you start talking about running back evaluation. Why every school now? What do every school now see in Sherrod Baker that they didn't see 6 weeks ago?
Right.
But now you saw when one overcome, now Oregon. Oh, here come Texas.
Ohio State.
And everything's just a copycat league. Like nobody is willing to jump out there first on what they believe and what they see. They got to person. So it become a thing of, it don't be a thing of you going to go find the top notch. I'm going to give you a lot of analogies of women. I mean, it's about you find the top notch out there in the club, J-Man. They just don't want the other person to get the top notch.
Yeah. It's the reason why, and I follow that. It's the reason why all these athletes in entertainment recycle the same IG models.
Yep.
But they ain't going looking for nothing new. They just go take what the last man got. Because she was so-called bad.
And then right now, if you really look at Texas, because I thought the defense played solid. You know, they had some miscue from time to time, but still Texas offense was good to me. I didn't think the line was that good.
No, I didn't either.
I didn't think the receivers was that good. And then you put Arch Manning where he's not surrounded with a goddamn offensive personnel around him that was below average. So now it's gonna take him longer even to show that he's decent.
Yeah.
I thought he came on towards the end of the year, but yeah, you're right.
And he did, but I'm saying he ain't had the same arsenal as somebody. He ain't playing too many first round drafts.
He had from last year. He ain't had the last 2 years that Quinn had. He ain't got that. He didn't even have that same supporting staff.
At least Quinn was surrounded by some draft picks.
Texas, when I was growing up, Texas always had some big time receivers too.
And Quinn, like Ty say, Quinn had Big Cam blocking for him. He for the Eagles. He had the other first round pick for the Saints blocking for him.
Yep.
He was throwing it to man, I forgot that Isaiah Bond that came from that was torture.
AD, what was AD? He the one that
AD.
Worthy for the Chiefs now. So I'm saying like
you had Jatavius Sanders, the big tight end.
Big tight end. Yep.
I think Texas. That's what I'm saying. I think Texas, J-Mac. I think they dropped the ball on. Like when you look at their receiver room, they running back room, the old I just think they dropped the ball, bro. I really think they dropped the ball, man.
I guess my question is, are they losing battles on the talent? And we could go on and on about why, but are they losing battles for the talent, or are they misses on projection of talent?
I think it's misses on projection.
I think it's misevaluation.
And
I think they're gonna have to, and I don't want to seem like I'm just speaking just my opinion, but I know they went with the hot recruiter to be the GM, but I think now, because people don't realize before he really got that job, it was the guy that's at Ole Miss that had the job at Texas. Brandon. Yeah, Brandon
at LSU, the cat that was at LSU, right?
Yeah. But cool cat, I get it. He was the hot recruiter kind of guy, but they had an old NFL scout / GM that was with Brandon before Brandon got the job. He left to go with Lane at Ole Miss, and you saw what they did. I think if I'm an NFL, if I'm a college if I'm anything in college, I'm going to get me either a former NFL scout or former NFL GM. I need somebody that know talent when they see it from anywhere. Not that could just because at these days you at Texas, it don't take much to recruit. I'm sorry, you go out there on campus, you see you got the pretty women, the party, and a big ass bag over there. That you don't need no recruit.
But J-Man,
what you not realizing though, the people that's going to Texas seeing that everywhere they go, it ain't no more better looking because it's in Texas. Texas' problem is to me is
it's the evaluation. That's what I'm saying.
But I think it's too much allegiance to the state of Texas. To me, when you are a Texas brand, you got to be you get the certain key players out of Texas, for show ballers, but you still got to be a national recruiter because you just can't play. A lot of people hype up, Texas plays a good football, but a lot of our guys have peaked before they peaked before they even really develop. Like you sometimes you better go take a kid from Florida who raw as hell, but who ain't been coached up yet. A Texas dude has been going to camps with trainers since they were 3 years old.
Overdeveloped.
It's gonna make you better in high school.
Yeah.
When you start going against the kids that just got some off the slave ship type shit going on.
Yeah. That's what Willow always say. Willow always say that the SEC is all about the deep state. You got to go get them kids. They don't trade out of Mississippi, Georgia, Alabama, Louisiana, Florida. Ain't no training. They just naturally DNA kids that learn once they get to school.
They out that channel.
Yeah.
Now I always tell that story. When I was at A&M, Myles Garrett was he committed? Yeah, he was committed. 13. What Myles Garrett graduated? 14, right?
14 because I graduated 12.
Yeah, 14. Yeah.
So he was committed. We had a board. Our board of DNs. So when we was going to play in the Chick-fil-A Bowl in Atlanta, the NCAA rule at the time was like they couldn't come to all the practices. It was like a day they could come or something. So we took the board and you had top 10 DNs in Texas. And then we reevaluated it. And it was like everybody had their own reevaluation. When we finished that board, Texas had the board was Myles Garrett at the top, and 2 through 9 was from Georgia.
Ooh.
That was A&M. That was Kevin Smith.
That was at SEC, Kevin Sumlin, A&M.
Kevin Sumlin, I'm sorry, yeah.
Okay. And watching the tape, it was so different in the level. Myles Garrett was Myles Garrett, but it was a different level of athlete, like Todd said. And they might have been raw, but some of the stuff you seen them dudes doing, like DNs rushing, you beating the tackle, the back trying to chip, he jumping over the back full. You're like, man, where they get these cats?
Willow say that all the time. Because Willow's the one told me one time we were watching the game. I'm like, man, ain't nobody even recruit him, man. He cold. Willow looked at me. He say, bro, I could take you to 100 guys just like him.
That's what a lot of people don't, nationally, when you look at a player I was telling one of our kids, one of our backs, halfway through the season, we was talking about his film, and he wanted to know what he needed to show and stuff like that. And it's like, I showed him a play, and it was like, how many people do you think made this play nationally this week? You know what I'm saying? And then now add height, now add weight, now add track time, filter through it. You know what I'm saying? So when you're doing it that way, it got to be a level of what people don't have. You know what I mean? And I think that's a big miss. People don't understand it. They see the success of a kid. A kid ran for 2,000 yards. He cold. Yeah, but you got to look at what he doing and how he doing it. Catching 5 picks ain't the same as a cat catching 5 picks a certain way. Having 15 sacks, it's another cat with a different looking 15 sacks.
Yeah.
Solomon, that's why I don't look at stats no more.
Yeah, man.
A couple years ago, Carter had the leading rush in the area. I remember Swaggy's get on here. Yeah, he got this, he got that. And then I look at that film, I'm like, nah, bro.
It's a lot of that.
There's levels to it, bro. That's why I don't look at stats no more. Like I used to, don't get me lie. I used to look at stats like, man, this linebacker got 130 tackles. This linebacker got this. But then you look at them, they ass tackles. You know what ass? Hey, J-Man, you know what ass tackle is, J-Man?
I call him Dexter Copeland. That's 10 yards down the line of scrimmage, down the field.
Look at his face. I bet when I call an ass tackle, they face always end up on the ass. you never hit him face up. Somehow he can be I can look Solomon dead in his eye right now, J-Mac, but my face mask end up on his ass. Ass tackle.
It's the same when you're looking at opponents in high school. Spencer tell you I came to him on Wednesday and said we finna beat this dude by 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, he did.
I wasn't sure. I'm like,
I was now Ward. I said
about 3 touchdowns, Spence.
Solomon. I said, Ward, you tripping? He said, bro, we about to kick their ass. I said, nah, Ward. I said, hey, Solomon. I said, Ward, Black Jesus. He looked at me.
Absolutely. I'll take 11 men.
Yep.
And I'm looking at them other 10. Like that picture in warm-ups, J-Mac. I was sitting over there looking like, yeah, they look just like I thought they looked.
That's why I told when we had them Houston guys on, I was like, ain't no way in hell they gonna beat Sock. Number one, you ain't got the X factor. You ain't even try to find you another X factor.
No, they don't have that A&M DT no more. And all that was gone.
Like you didn't even try to find. You didn't even try to find a quarterback that gave them problems. You didn't even go try to find somebody like that. You thought the one that couldn't get it done last year was gonna get it done this year. Like, stop it.
Yeah, now
what's gonna happen?
What I typically do, especially if it's a team we've played, so I can stay unbiased, I don't watch the year before until Spencer tell you. I always come, Melissa, Randall. I always come back Wednesday or Thursday, like okay, because if I go watch this film, and with the film I've been watching, if it speeds up and slows down, I'm like, yeah, they're in trouble. Mm-hmm. If the game look too much slower, it's a problem, especially up front. Because if that front is if people firing off that ball and shooting them hands and they ain't been seeing that, I don't care how you try to prepare. If that ain't what you see on the regular, like the North Shores, Duncanvilles, them team, the North Crowleys, that is the speed of how they play. And when you play that speed early in the season, your kids, even if they wasn't playing at it, they adjust and they raise their level of play. Mm-hmm. It's the same in recruiting. You look at the competition level, it's some people taking some private school Texas kids and some this here and this there. And there's some kids that are really successful. Shit, I was at Boys and we recruited Vander Esch. He was a 6-man player. Now, he
had to be the biggest thing on the field.
He was unstoppable.
That's crazy.
But it's some stuff that translates to it. But when you start talking about a back, or it's certain traits you got to see if the competition level is lower. If the competition level is higher, yeah, like if the Black Jesus kid is running away from Sock over and over and over, okay, that's different. You know what I'm saying? But you got to see him do it at that point. Like Caden Durham, we played Caden Durham 2 years. He had a big run both years, a big run in both games. You know what I'm saying? The rest of it was grind yards. So you just kind of you got to find that just to evaluate. I think a lot of guys, they don't know necessarily the area of the kid they recruited. So like Spence said, now it becomes about measurables and analytics by the GM and the recruiting office. And because you can't necessarily evaluate the film because you don't know who they really playing against. You know what I mean?
I see what you're saying.
Having 120 yards rushing against Duncanville or North Shore versus having 300 yards a game, that scale, that 300 yards a game, man, is high if the competition level low.
Yeah.
Right. But when you watch them against them teams, if they pop a run and run away from somebody, and you know who they playing against, because the highlight tape is a highlight tape to your average college recruiter.
Yeah. So I don't watch highlight tapes.
As if you have a 70-yard run versus Thomas Jefferson.
Yeah.
To the recruiter that don't know, that's why that different programs, I think, just do a better job at evaluating film and kind of knowing the area and looking for, that the Patriots way kind of stuff. I'm looking for this guy that fits here doing this.
Yeah. That's another thing too. Yep.
That's why I'm interested to see what North Carolina do.
And it's tall and it's fast. No, I need you to be like this to come here. You know what I'm saying? Or this type of kid who can just learn it. It's some know-how to it that I think is becoming a lot.
Yeah, it's a prototype. And like you said, you just got to be able to evaluate talent, which people don't like to hear, but it's a skill. I'm sorry.
It is a skill.
Being able to project, being able to see and project is a skill. And everybody don't have that skill. Coaches, scouts, it don't even matter.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people don't have the system that they're trying to fit them within.
Yeah.
So if you just go look at the cold back, but you don't really have a system to evaluate what may be good for you, may not be good for somebody else, and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Somebody not that good over here may come over here in this system, she and be the man.
Yep.
So you know, a lot of that shit comes down to before you even evaluate. You got to know what are you evaluating them to fit into.
What you looking for, right? What you looking for?
Yeah, like that.
I think at the gym at Tech, he a black guy, ain't he?
Yeah, black.
Yeah, he black dude.
I tell you what, he didn't miss. Every signing he did fit right in and excelled.
He must be important because he was about to leave. He was about to leave, and Joy rehired him, or they gave him a pay raise. I forgot what school.
Hell yeah, because NFL gonna come for him if you keep picking talent the way he doing. Because everybody, the only highest paid guy that they got was the DN from Stanford.
Yeah, with Blanchard though, it's some sock to it, right? Blanchard is Blanchard walk around in flip flops and he all tatted up and he a certain type of cat. So you know that was the thing. I remember when it was Georgia. It was Georgia, and the thing was, am I gonna be able to go there and beat me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And I think they upped him. You know, and I think he done got upped again since then.
Yeah,
you know, he do a hell of a job. But I mean, it's so much about fit that I think people not necessarily they don't factor in because everybody's like you said, you got the school that recruit the kid who got the early offers because they played early.
Mm-hmm.
He played as a sophomore, had a lot of success. Well, their junior and senior year wasn't half as good as had played as a sophomore.
Yeah,
but now you got all these offers because you ran this track time and you played early. So now you had those schools who gonna take that kid just because their offer list, like Ty said, well, shit, he must be all right if he got this.
Yeah.
But
he was 8th grade All-American, got all the offers early. Yep.
But the schools you looking at, they ain't trying to get him to commit though.
Yep.
Exactly.
They offered him just in case, and then they moved on, and it was never a thing. So a lot of schools is taking that kind of guy, same with the portal. Some portal guys that have success are scheme, like Ty said, they're system guys. So I catch 1,300 in this system where I was getting force fed the ball, but now I go to as a wide out, but now I got to go to this system where I got to win isolations. Like they ain't scheming me open. You know what I'm saying? So it's some of those pieces to all of that I think some people just, man, it's a reason, man. It's a reason Georgia's Georgia. You know, and it's a reason Indiana doing what they doing. When you watch them teams play, they may not win the title every year. You know what I'm saying? But when you watch them, you can see this piece of Georgia front seven. I don't care. The names and the faces change. Mm-hmm. They look the exact same every year. How they play.
How Alabama used to look.
They look the exact same. Yeah. You can't like we talking about how much Texas might have missed here or might have missed there. It's a reason that Georgia guys look exactly how they look every year, whether or not they're young or they got 6 first round.
Yeah,
it don't matter, you know. And I think that's every level of football. I think it translates. I think coaching talent is the same as player talent. Every coach ain't a great coach. Every coach can't build a culture. Every coach don't know scheme. Everybody got their skill set. But it's a talent thing. You got to constantly seek talent and find it, and it has value, and that's why you look at the programs that we talking about. South Lake is South Lake because it's South Lake. Yeah. Who was in the seat? Who was in those seats? You know what I'm saying? The kids. Yeah, you're gonna get some kids. It's gonna be some talented kids here and there. Like on the South Side. When I looked this year, I genuinely felt like this was the best job Duncanville, coaching-wise, did on defense. Because this, in my opinion, in the back seven was probably the overall least talented they've been in the back seven on defense.
Because they lost all those kids that started for 3 years, yeah.
But the product was the same, Solomon.
It was. Because I doubted that going into the season. How is that secondary going? Yeah. You're right. They held
it helped when you probably got the best D-line you had. And
you blocked Duncanville. That ain't changed. That ain't changed in almost 10 years. Can you block them? You know what I'm saying? DeSoto, same thing. Probably the best coaching job they've done.
Yeah, I was gonna say
they went from the beginning of the year where it was over and they looked like this, and you know, that kid, man, it just don't look like the same. But you looked at the end of the year and it was back to what exactly it looked like. They had
you know what I think both of them did that impressed me is they took backup D linemen and started them on the O-line during the season.
That's what colleges do. Every year, college, you got D linemen coming
the season, and that made a big difference in them being able to start winning. Like a lot of people don't know that, but that happened with both DeSoto and Duncanville.
I didn't know
They
that.
both did that. Yeah, they both did that. So I thought that was pretty.
But
I thought that was pretty cool.
Duncanville line was still the same from the beginning when we played.
Well, I think they made that change. I know one of them, they might have changed it after the scrimmage. But I'm just saying they started off as D linemen.
Yeah.
They do that a lot though, especially in the offseason.
Yeah.
I mean, the DeSoto center finished the season at tackle.
Yeah.
So yeah, you got to move around. And he's a D1 center going to New Mexico. He finished the season playing freaking tackle.
Sophomore guard, when he went there, he was the D tackle. He had 8 alphas.
Sophomore.
He moved him over to guard. I think he probably got 5-6 more from playing guard this year. So I mean, it's great. It's great coaching. I always say, it's a lot easier to coach great when you got the players.
See, hold on, J Mac. See, this the graphic that's been annoying me, right? Miss Adriana, purple something kisses.
We'll put it up.
Yeah, pull it up.
This one.
So I gotta say her name. So Dan Lanning was a GA for one season, fam. Like, if I become a college head coach, don't put me on Kevin Sumlin's tree. Like this week.
I see what you're saying.
Like I know about that. So I've been looking at this graphic everywhere. Like, fam, he was a GA for 1 year.
Yeah.
Like, don't put me on no Kevin. If I ever become a head coach in college, don't put me on no Kevin Sumlin graphic talking about Kevin Sumlin tree. Nah, fam. I was there 1 year.
I think Pete Golden was the only one that was actually like a coordinator, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you gotta think the thing about Saban's staff, and people have joked with me about this at SOC in the last few years. When a coach gets fired or something happens, a lot of times he added them to their staff to get that knowledge and expertise.
Like Sarkisian?
Yeah, like Sark. So they might have been around as an analyst 1 year and as a coach 1 year. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't saying they didn't learn anything, but sometimes, media, man, they got to expand the way
my man Jack comes, my man Jack might be the best from the samples tree.
Yeah, Jack definitely.
Hey, man. Don't disrespect Ty like that, man.
Oh, man.
Don't disrespect Ty like that, man. J-Mac did. Nah, J-Mac.
That wasn't about Ty. Jack knows that was about.
It's clear because Jack gonna be on that graphic with his face on it.
Yeah, Jack definitely come from the samples tree. He look good out there.
Man.
No, but Ty internet is just not gonna work for him, man. I ain't even gonna lie. But we ain't gonna stick around. This been fun, man. We just did 2.5 hours. We good enough. But hey, we'll chop it up again because we still got the chat. We got the Final Four coming up. Well, yeah, the Final Four coming up, right?
Well, they play Thursday, right?
Thursday and Friday.
I think so. Thursday and Friday. Then we got the championships on the 19th.
Jazz been on me. I done picked against Indiana every time. I'm going against them again. I say Oregon winning the rematch. She going with Indiana. I say Oregon winning the rematch, bro.
Nah, they beat Oregon ass.
Nah, boy, I got Oregon, man.
I'm saying they did last time, didn't they, or was it close?
It was close, but Oregon offense struggled. The freshman had a pick six. I didn't even know he was a freshman in.
Everybody done
struggled. Is that not the best freshman corner you have seen? Yeah. This dude right here.
Is that the guy? Is that the same kid that, like, when him and DeCorian was going against?
That's him. Yeah, that's him. Francis. Yeah.
But they say in practice, when I went up there, they said in practice, they say DeCorian get the best of him, and then he get the best of DeCorian. So they be going back and forth every day.
That's what you want.
Man, I'm gonna tell you this. I when we was finna play, they played St. Francis the week after us.
The week after
us, J-Mac. I think I talked to you, J-Mac, and I talked to Mike Roach. And I said, who is this corner? He was on his ass that day.
Yeah.
Like, nobody talked about it. Nobody paid too much
attention.
He got a couple of catches and plays because he gonna do his thing.
And they won.
But watching the whole game, I was like, who is this cat? So
he was.
It makes sense that you saying it was the same game. Yeah, he was real.
I'm gonna go back and watch that game.
Yeah, man, he looked in that game.
I remember that game. And I said the same thing. I was like, this dude, he like DeCorian, I think he got Because actually, if you remember, Turner was the hero of that game.
Yeah, Turner went out. I always been a Turner guy.
Yeah, Turner went off that game. But yeah, him and DeCorian had battle, man.
He looked like a superior athlete.
They say it's like that in practice.
Somebody like DeCorian, you got to be something different to look like that.
They say they like that in practice. They say every day. They say both of them be like just calling each other out. Like, nah, I don't want to go against nobody else. You come up here.
Yeah, I don't want third string.
They're like, nah. They say, and they say they go both ways. They say like the Corey wins some, the cornerback wins some.
Yeah,
so hey, man.
But that's that speed of the game we talking about. And when you get in the game and you can see it when they slow down, they in trouble.
That Baltimore Ravens dude just missed that field goal. That was a chip shot too. Did that cost them the playoffs? I'm just wondering. I see him talking about it in the chat. I watched it. I was like, did that matter?
If Baltimore lost, they're not in the playoffs.
No, he missed it. It's 24-26. Pittsburgh won. It was a walk-off field goal, and I want to say it wasn't that far. It didn't look like it was that far.
That mean the Ravens out. The Ravens, no, they in. They in. No,
they out because the way they crying, you can't be making the playoffs. And you over there, you got jokers just looking and crying.
Yeah, they out.
Wow,
dang, that's tough.
But
give me. I was going on there. Give me Oregon, Oregon, and give me Ole Miss.
And
you got what? Ole Miss gonna take national championship.
I haven't watched everybody enough. I just kind of catching them these last games. I mean, I'm an Indiana fan now. You know what I'm saying? Well, long as he there and they look like that, I'm rooting for him. Spence did bring up something. This their second time playing, so
I'm telling you, it's hard to beat. Look at Georgia.
I go about to say Georgia Ole Miss. Yeah,
but that defense, man, Indiana defense is impressive, and they got the Heisman Trophy winner. That dude right there. He kind of got that Manziel juice. Like,
we gonna stop that. We gonna stop that.
No, I'm just talking about as far as being a winner.
Y'all
just finding a way to win. And Manziel didn't win. He just won the Heisman.
It's been too many people on the internet comparing this man to Manziel. Y'all must forgot what Manziel looked like, man.
Yeah, man.
I didn't say he played like him. I just said he win like him.
I'm not saying you. I'm saying
he don't want more than Manziel though.
Every time I get on the internet, they be like, "Oh, he reminds us of Manziel."
Because he kind of look, he Mexican or whatever. Yeah, that's all.
And he's small. Yeah, Johnny Manziel don't look like a big.
That's all that is. But I'm just saying that dude is a winner, man. I got Indiana. I got Indiana Ole Miss too.
Yeah, I got.
Yeah, Miami. Yeah, Miami and Ole Miss game is the one that interests me because it's country. It's the same style, so I kind of like. I'm excited.
Is your brother acting like Michael Irvin?
Now he was hard, man. You know that. Hey, Todd, to tell you, Todd, they was calling us looking for Nick when they was in Dallas. Hey, J Mac, they on like Will say, Miami Nick was a different person, man.
I believe it.
They was here. They called Todd. They called me. Everybody was looking. All of them was looking for Nick. He finally called me back later that night. Like, man, I'm at home. I ain't going over there.
Miami Nick. I like Miami though. College football.
That's a different dude right there. He had her. Look at that hair.
Football good when Miami relevant. I really like when Miami relevant, college football is good. Miami and Texas are the two teams. When they good, I think college football is good, man.
Hey, man, I agree. Good Texas shit, fool.
Yeah, you being biased with that Texas.
No, I'm not.
You can be biased, brother. Come on next week.
I grew up being a Texas fan, man.
I'm saying it's had some good runs, but
I'm saying, Tom, when I grew up, growing up, the Texas guys was Vince Young, it was Colt McCoy, and all they did was win. When I was growing up,
Texas Shipley.
Like you got to think about it, like from Todd perspective, from out. That's it. Take that out.
I'm saying when I was growing up,
you were born in 94.
I feel you, but when I started watching football, I'm talking about really watching it, dog.
I know. I'm saying they ain't been in the national championship race. And we talking about national championship race.
Yeah. They were in the last year, Todd.
In the last 30 Spence, they've been in the race 6.
Probably 6 years. That's correct. That is correct. 6 years.
You can't say what you're saying. Then.
He's just saying it's better. Though. I get it. It's like
he said he feel like it's better. I feel like when I get it, like baseball is better when the Yankees is in.
It's better,
and the Dodgers.
Like to me, you can say like how I view it is. You could be like when a Florida school is in contention for the national championship, a Florida school. I don't think you can just say one school because they all have their runs.
I agree with that. I agree with that. But all thing about that is there ain't many Texas schools that been in it.
It's only one.
But
Yeah. And Tech,
I'm glad as a true contender.
And I'm glad Tech. I hope Tech can contain. I hope Tech can stay up there. I hope Tech can always be in that conversation now.
Well, I'm gonna be honest, man. This might be controversial, but I'm just gonna say this, and then we ain't even got to evaluate. We ain't even got to move on it. We ain't got to. We ain't. Y'all ain't even got to give y'all opinion about my opinion, but I'm just gonna say I think Joe McGrath is extremely overrated as a college coach. Go ahead. Who you got a championship?
You ain't gonna never get him on the dub now.
I wasn't gonna never get him no way. Go ahead, son.
Man, yeah, I think it's gonna be Indiana, Oregon. That's gonna be a good game from what I've seen this week. I think Indiana's gonna have them though, because Oregon did struggle offensively this week, and I think Coach Ward said that Indiana defense for real. From what I saw. So I got Indiana, and I'm gonna take Ole Miss. I like I just found out today the Lacey kid from Lancaster, because I don't be watching college football. I'm already watching high school for next year. But to find out he was from Lancaster, saw him ball that QB at Ole Miss. I like him. That number 2 receiver, I like him. So I got Ole Miss and Indiana, man. I like that QB at Oregon too, but we'll see him on Sundays. I got Indiana and Ole Miss.
T-Law, I said George McGuire. I think he's extremely overrated as a college coach.
He said,
"Come on, man.
Damn, J-Man."
I said it again, man. You know, it is what it is. It's be okay.
J-Man, you can discount coaching so much. Man.
I don't discount the coaching. I just account the money because he wasn't nothing to the money can.
But it's a lot of programs giving money to
You're right. But you know what? He had all that money, and he still didn't get a quarterback that could win the playoff. After spending the most money in the portal.
From when I watch him, because I watched, like I said, my partner was on the staff until this year, since he got there. It looks like they spent the money this year on defense.
They did.
And that D-line is crazy, Coach.
And I said that. Like, that DN probably was he probably going to be a top 5 pick.
Number 31 at Barnett.
Bailey. He probably will.
I think the money has went up every year because you got to think it's levels, right? So I think they did that, right? So when they spent the money on offense before, I don't think they were spending the money that they spending now.
I mean,
we looking at the money that they was spending, and then you look at the defense and the money they.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I ain't saying he bad. He better than Dion. That's the most overrated coach in college.
And I think they spent the money on one side of the trenches.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like their offensive line. I don't think they match.
But their offensive line always kind of look like that. They got them big, tall, lanky kids. They ain't gonna pancake a lot of people.
Hey man, I just think what's that, Spirit?
I just think they went up against a good Oregon team. They got their ass kicked.
They look like they had every chance to win that, Spence. That game didn't get out of hand to like the middle of the fourth quarter.
Ty said they O-line don't match, and maybe Ty watched him more this year, but I ain't heard nobody else say nothing about no Texas Tech offensive line, none this year.
They was the highest scoring team in college.
And they played Oregon. It's like they tackles couldn't block Oregon one-on-one. Like they tackles, like it wasn't no hellified moves. Like one of Oregon defense ends just rushing off the goddamn edge and they couldn't block.
That right tackle was getting his ass put.
On Wednesday, somebody on their staff looked at the tape and said,
"We found the spot.
Green light.
I beat their ass by 3 scores."
And that quarterback went off too. That quarterback, he must saw food when he saw that quarterback because
he played terrible.
That was crazy.
I think it came back to I don't like Tech offensive line, and I thought their running back was overrated the entire year. I thought they had
nobody. He just was overrated to you.
I think the level of competition. Like what Ward was just talking about was like he not built to run against. I don't think he's the back that when you spending money for that's the back you look to have. I think it could be an upgrade at the offensive line at Tech and I don't think the receivers were terribly bad.
Yeah, they was solid.
Yeah, I even like the big tight end or whatever the black kid.
Yeah, he was good.
But I thought running back, quarterback, and offensive line, like they don't look like if your offensive line look this way and your defensive line look like they just came out of Little World.
Yeah. It was a big difference. You're right. One belonged in that conversation. The other was like, we over here fighting with PD coach.
It wasn't nothing that Texas Tech defense could do better in that game than what they did.
Nothing at all.
Yeah,
they played well.
They played damn good.
That was dumb, like they was, and I never really had just really watched Tech, and I was waiting to see, let me see how this shit look versus this type of shit. And like shit, they defensive line, like they were killing them motherfuckers.
They was on.
I see why that Texas Tech linebacker was fourth in the Heisman race.
Playing behind them.
He's a tapping machine, ain't he?
Yeah, he was playing for. He don't got to do nothing. They couldn't touch him.
Now, Ward, I got to get this from Ward. This is our scouting guru. He fact checking guru, girls hoop guru, just you name it, guru. What is Rodriguez projected as to the pros in the NFL?
A backer?
Is he a starting backer for 10 years, or is he just
no? He's a guy that has a year. And he's not gonna be no NFL starter. No.
Yeah. He a thinker and special teams guy.
Yeah.
Okay. So he Bill Bates. He can stick around for 10 years. And
he the guy that if you have an injury, he can come in and he can run the stuff and help the youngsters. Like they pay people for that. It ain't everybody in the league ain't a baller.
Yeah.
I think he can play 10 years in the league doing that.
And if you go back and watch him, he one of the only ones that came in that had a hell of a year that you didn't even know was existing in that game.
Yeah, you right about that. That's why I asked. I was like, I did not notice him at all.
Not in that game. No.
I noticed the other one. I noticed the other linebacker, number 13.
Yeah, last year them two both had good years. I think their success made it where it was national. 13
more hype this year.
Hey Solomon, I'm gonna speak the YN language, right?
Okay.
So if you look on NCAA 25, they was both almost 90 overall. So they tell you they was already, both of them had played well.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now when this D-line came and he running free every play,
he shoot. Man.
But this D-line wasn't there the year before though. They pulled it out.
That's why he was running free. I said, no wonder why he leading the country in tackles. He was fourth in Heisman. Shit, he running free. Ain't nobody touched him.
He got a great story too. Like, ain't this old lady like in the army or something down there?
Yeah,
like, he got a great story.
He went somewhere like Vandy as a quarterback or something, right?
Yeah. I seen that on college football. I seen that.
Yeah, he got a great story. So hey, he can live in West Texas and never pay for a meal. So
but we can also say if he was all of that and did all of that, it could be possible that Oregon schemed him to not make the plays.
Yeah.
Could have, but before you get to him, you had to get past that D line. Right? I don't see how
they would make a play.
I think that was the thing where he stepped up and played, and he couldn't move at the speed of the game.
Oh, okay.
That's why 13 is because 13 look like he's more of an athlete.
He was on the ball more. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It looked like when you take that cold guy like you talking about it in some schools, and they play this other style of team, that shit don't translate. Hey, Ryder Dodge.
Hey, Coach Dodge.
Let me hold $1.
Coach.
Let me hold $1.
Yeah, man. I need you to donate to the show with all that extra cash.
Yeah, he be the Dub sponsor now. He be the Dub sponsor now, J-Mac.
For real.
But
I see you.
I like Tech D-line, though. I was impressed with that. I really like that shit.
Yeah, I like Tech D-line. They was real. I didn't expect them. I ain't gonna lie. I thought I was gonna see the same old Tech in big games. You know, they failed to rise to the occasion, but that defense, I was like, damn, this defense good.
I mean, the thing is, if the quarterback just don't go crazy, they still got you. They could have won the game.
Yeah.
Everybody played well enough if the QB just makes QB big time Division I throws. I ain't talking about NFL throws.
Yeah. We talking about just a good football player.
We talking about in the flat. Put him in his chest and let him get 15. He's throwing him at.
But at the same time, I haven't watched Tech all season. if he ain't had people in his face all game like he had with that Oregon D-line, how you gonna handle it when you first see it?
But that's what Ty said, level of competition. That's why I'll be like, they need to change. Now, this is just me, and I know J-Mac trying to go to bed, but J-Mac, tomorrow our last little free day before them kids come back Tuesday. All I know,
Ty got y'all ready.
Yeah, Ty already text, we meet tomorrow. Like, I think they need, you can tell the level of competition, because, and we didn't watch the game. I think our state game was that day. I don't want to see no Oregon versus no damn James Madison or no Ole Miss versus no damn Tulane, man.
Yeah. But they earned the right to be there though.
No, Todd. It's
like when you was in UCF, people made it want to see it, but y'all played the hell of a game.
Yep. He got a point there.
But I'm saying they made, and I'm saying that year we played in the Fiesta Bowl, Todd. The teams we beat that year, we beat Penn State. We damn near beat South Carolina with Javion Clowney on there. So it's like, I'm saying with James Madison, Todd, if they made the college football to be the 12 best teams, that James Madison Tulane, I don't think
it's expanding to 16 here in a year or two. So I guess that supposed to cover it.
It ain't, because you're gonna end up with the same matchups that people gonna complain about.
Yeah, it's gonna always, if you go 64, people gonna be complaining about the 65.
Yeah, now I'm not saying do that. I'm not saying do, because people saying a 24 team playoff. Now I'm like, no, I just want to know why they put, like, what made
the best
them, like,
teams. Period.
The best teams. Like, I thought Texas probably one of the best teams.
And Notre Dame. I thought Notre Dame should have made it.
I think Notre Dame probably one of the best teams.
Notre Dame didn't have no big wins. Texas.
No, they didn't. They didn't have no big wins.
Texas,
they did.
I ain't a Texas guy. Texas should have got it. They had 3 top 10 wins, and they had 3 losses, but they had 2 top 5 losses. Like they should have got it. It was the conference champ. All of that kind.
They lost to Florida too, Coach Ward.
Yeah, they did, but everybody.
That's Florida. That's what Ty was just saying. That's Florida. Like
that ain't the Florida I'm talking about though, right there.
Yeah, but it's still the same kind of players though.
Yeah,
you know,
they didn't lose to Louisiana Monroe. They lost to Florida.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Hey,
See, we went this whole time and we ain't said nothing about Arlington football. See, we went, AJ Mac, we done went 2.5 hours and we ain't said nothing about Arlington football.
My fault, Coach.
He couldn't help himself. He thought he was gonna sneak that in. He didn't think you paid attention.
But I'm gonna say this though, like the more and more I think about it and watch it, I really don't think Oregon defense that fucking good.
All right, now you being disrespectful.
They look like it this week.
They good, bro. I'm telling you.
No. I'm telling you. I'm gonna tell you something. The way, if you go out the games you saw this weekend on defense, Oregon ain't in the top 2.
No, it's not. But that's not saying they not bad. I mean, that's not saying they not good.
But I'm saying was that a byproduct of Tech offensive line finally playing somebody decent?
So the teams that played this weekend, we already know. I think Indiana's the best defense.
Yeah, I think Indiana defense good. I think Indiana
was up there.
Georgia, I think Georgia defense good too. I just think Georgia ran up against a goddamn Ole Miss team that was hitting on all cylinders.
Mm-hmm. And they know him.
Yeah, they know him. Yep.
And they got a quarterback. And they got a quarterback that's playing out of his mind. Yeah. See, quarterback plays always gonna be the difference.
I think the only person Oregon defense was better than this weekend. I don't even think their defense is better than Texas Tech defense.
That's what I'm saying. I
think Oregon, like, to me, out of the teams that played this weekend, Oregon is at the bottom of defensive players to me. Now, the cornerback, he did his thing.
Yeah.
But just overall, when I just watched every game this weekend, I know Miami was better. Yeah. Indiana was better. Georgia was better. Texas Tech was better.
He said Ohio State was better too.
Todd, I say they're competing with Ole Miss for the worst defense of the weekend.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. And I'm saying, is that a byproduct of, does that mean Tech may need to schedule like one of them real games before the Big 12 season start next year, just so they can have a reference point to come back to later on in the year?
Like
you can't afford to take no losses until they expand it, because
at the beginning of the year, you can, J-Man.
Like you can take a loss early in the year.
And we
not if you play in a tough conference. Like, that's what Texas messed up at.
Nah, he talking about Big 12. He talking about the Big 12 though, J-Man.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Now,
Yeah, they could. They need to schedule an SEC or a Big Ten team. I
Notre
agree.
Dame,
like
something like
Georgia.
that.
They need to play Georgia, them type of people.
Yeah, I agree with that. Because they need just to get a feel. Like first game of the year, they usually never hold that against you.
Yeah, or even second game of the year. But like they need to play one of them type of teams so they can come back to it right on.
I hate that because then Joy get exposed again. But anyway, I appreciate.
Hey, Joe McGuire about a whole dub domain.
He probably will, but I creep up somewhere. But don't be mad, Joy. It's just my opinion. But I don't, we'll see. I got Indiana. I like Indiana, and I got Ole Miss. I think Ole Miss is playing kind of. I think Ole Miss playing just to prove that they didn't need Lane Kiffin.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Hey, that's a dangerous team, bro. A team you give extra fuel to, and a team like that you can motivate. And I think Lane Kiffin, by him leaving, and then I guess he lied to the media because now the players like, oh, he didn't tell that, he didn't say that, and I think that's fueling them. They trying to show they don't need him. But either way it go, that is Lane Kiffin team, bro. That's his team.
Yeah, but he definitely trying. And I also think Charlie White's probably doing trying to get him a job. He ain't even trying to go to LSU the way he called that offense.
I think this is his team, but I think the culture they playing with now is not Lane Kiffin culture.
I agree.
I think they playing with golden culture.
SEC.
Yeah, I think they playing on some grimy shit right now. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with that part.
Yeah, I can get
and if you go back and watch the game, when they defense was giving up shit, you never really saw him go out. He only went out on the part of the team that he been over.
Yeah,
when they were just listening.
Yeah, he went off on them. He went off on their ass.
Yeah. I think Lane Kiffin ain't nothing but a golden boy that's hyped up too.
Well, I tell you what, if he hyped up, he ain't gonna last long in Baton Rouge.
Hey man, let me tell you something about Baton Rouge, man. That a lot of people don't understand, man. LSU ain't nothing but a glorified Texas A&M with a couple championships. That's all that shit is.
They might have one of the best teams ever in college football history, too.
I'm saying. They had three, like, going back to whenever goddamn Saban won. What year was that?
07?
04.
Oh, it was okay. My bad. I'm
03, 04.
Years, they've had three teams, and to me, they'll step up with A&M because A&M ain't never been able to get to that point. But to me, and like LSU, man, that shit it gonna be up for 1 year, and before you know it, that shit gonna crash like it do every time. I ain't sold on the LSU shit. They always had cold receipts.
You can't compare them to A&M, no, Todd. I don't disagree, but that's extreme.
No, I'm saying they're glorified A&M because they have one of the
A&M, like, I remember when Johnny Football was there, it was like they second or third 11-win season in history. Like, you can't compare it to them. That's like the bottom. The bottom of somebody who's supposed to be.
I mean, how many 11-win seasons you think LSU got the last 20 years?
I bet they double A&M.
You think so?
I bet.
I get what he's saying though, because A&M.
I get what he's saying. I think LSU. Class. Yeah, I think LSU is good for about every 5-6 years. They'll pop out on you.
I'm trying to see who you can compare LSU to.
LSU ain't never been about no consistency neither.
They ain't consistent. Yeah, I agree with that, Todd. I agree. That's why they changed coaching. Like every championship is a different coach.
Yeah, that's true too.
To the dude that he done did what done con people on most of his jobs. Then he dropped down, he built up a low level school, and then he get Ole Miss, and then they get to rolling, and then he tell that.
J Mac, Lane Kiffin ain't coming to sock.
No, I don't give a damn.
He can come. He can come, but y'all talking about me. he got a FaceTime. Yeah, Joe ain't got to see me.
I just ain't so like when people say LSU is like this cream of the crop shit. Nah, to me that shit seasonal at best.
Yeah, I agree, and yeah.
They've been good as long as I've been alive, Todd. They've been good as long as I've been alive.
And they put their whole state money in that school. Like,
hey, man, how many damn coaches you been alive?
Yeah, you're right.
You were probably alive when Jerry Donato was the goddamn coach.
Probably was. What's the other one? The one from Nebraska? No, he was the DC. that went to
like,
Nebraska.
come on, man, you can't say they've been like them niggas, they wasn't shit when OGB and all them like was there.
Yeah. Nick Saban started. Nick Saban got it popping.
That's about when I started watching football.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Hey man, we'll see how it go, man. I ain't gonna keep y'all no more. We gotta get out of here.
Okay, how much different is LSU from Texas success over the last 20 years then?
It ain't been much. Hey, you ain't except LSU been winning. And Texas, hey, that's the difference.
0 titles. You can't do that.
No. Texas got titles in the last 20
They got
years.
one in the last 20.
They got one. Yeah.
3-1.
They got one.
They 3-1.
LSU got what? LSU got what, 2?
Yeah. And them ain't had one since Jesus been alive.
That's what I'm saying. If you compare SOC to any school with one title, do you know how that response would be?
It would not be the same.
That's what I'm saying.
But I'm talking about, if the same person was done, that's a difference. But I'm talking about it done went through different phases. What I'm saying is, if you say LSU and you say Texas have been to the national championship game still. Yeah. Even though they didn't win it. They've had instances where they have been there. Like how you consider Oklahoma consistently have been there throughout the years with Stoops.
I'm gonna give you credit. I'm gonna give them credit, Todd. They have won 3 titles with 3 different coaches. That speaks to what they're capable of. Now you're right about the consistency. Texas, they 2 years that we talking about were under the same guy.
Yeah.
So A&M has never done what we even talking about. Yeah. So I give them credit because to win at a place with 3 different guys in 20 years says that place is something special about it. Now, whatever they failing to keep it consistent, because they always, I know the 2020, the Orgeron thing was a meltdown, and I ain't even talking about because of what he did. They won a title, COVID hit, right?
Yeah.
So you had a bunch of cats go to the league, and then you had a bunch of opt-outs. So literally the team, you lost every player on the team. So they were really bad in the COVID year, which got both coordinators fired because that's modern college football. So that one is different. Saban wins and leaves. So then it's a complete change. Les Miles is the only time they won one, and the coach didn't go nowhere. So I don't know. He got fired way later though. He was there a lot because he won his, and I want to say 07.
He was mediocre for a while before he went to OSU.
Yeah, Ty, he won in 07, and I want to say he got fired in 17, 18.
So that's
he was there for a long time.
Kids did.
Yeah.
With filling out.
Yes. Because I'm saying, Alabama had 2 runs with 2 guys, right?
Yeah.
I'm saying if Saban stays at LSU, we say the same thing about LSU that we say about Alabama. I think the fact that they've won 3 with 3 different coaches, I give the school and whatever the setup is some credit, if that makes sense. Because it ain't a lot of schools that we could say in the last 20 years have won 3 titles, let alone with 3 different people. I guess that's why when you say A&M, I'm like, oh no.
Now to me, I just always remember back when it was the Southwest Conference and LSU and A&M used to always play. To me, they just always somehow reminded me of each other.
I think they was close back then, for sure.
Yeah.
When we say 20 years, I ain't counting that part.
Y'all old as hell, man.
Hey, man, some of us were born before 2000.
Southwest Conference, come on.
Hey, Solomon, you wasn't born when the Arlington school was contending.
Because Coach Wager, as much as I hate Martin, Coach Wager was in that 4th round every year. I give him that. I hate that school, but I give him that. He's the only one. Because Peach was around a long time ago.
Kenny Perry ever contending? Because they was pretty good at Bowie.
Bowie, you talking about Bowie or Sam? Because he was at Bowie and Sam.
Bowie was when they played Skyline, right?
I was telling Coach Todd that when they came down and got beat in Arlington.
Yeah, I think they used to always lose to DeSoto or somebody. Somebody. Yeah, I don't think they ever got to that level of in the playoffs.
Well, I'll say this: the year Kyler Murray and them beat DeSoto, the round after DeSoto beat Bowie. Bowie should have won that year, but our best players, Coach, and I give Coach Perry a lot of respect for this. Our best players all got caught smoking in the hotel the week before, and he kicked them all. He suspended them all that week, and they didn't play that game against DeSoto. So that year, Bowie could have been playing in Arlington.
Okay, Coach didn't want to win. He didn't want to win.
No, I give him crazy young man, man.
He didn't want to win. Oh, losing ass.
The national team was on to Martin in 2012 when they lost to South Lake when the defense Devontae Fields was there.
Oh, y'all would have to excuse me. He would have been running them hills after the game.
Nah. Man, you raising young men, man. I give him a lot of respect for that.
I hope he the Arlington mayor now.
They ain't been to state championship since Will Carr was playing it.
Yeah, my team was the best team since 2007, and we lost to Coach Samples his second year at Duncanville in the third round. So, yeah, it's been a little struggle.
Yeah, but Agtown gonna get right. Sam Houston gonna be contending.
Come on, Jay, man.
So who gonna fall out then?
He being funny, time, man.
I mean, everybody can be good.
Solomon, you already said it though. You said North Crowley got all their players back from somewhere.
For Martin, yeah, for sure.
For
sure.
Yeah. If it's a sliding scale like that, like Todd said, somebody got to fall off.
Well, somebody definitely gonna fall off, but somebody got to step up.
That's the
because if they falling off and don't know auditor to step up, just start looking next door. Whichever way you want to look.
See, that's the thing I like about the side. Everybody, it's points where everybody good.
Yeah.
Not literally everybody, but you get my point. Like,
yeah.
Like it ain't gotta be no super drop off for somebody to get good. Anybody can be good.
Go to those Arlington Middle School track meets.
Hey, Arlington Oak Ridge won state. Maybe everybody go start going there. Shout out to Coach Flowers.
Shout out Coach Flowers and Oak.
Hey, he the only champion in Agtown. You give him props.
Can't argue that.
Oak Ridge can't deal with a lot of the kids that they probably gonna need to be successful because that is a private school, right?
Yeah, it's private. But I'm just saying, they right there, they the only one walking around with a ring. I don't know how big it is. They got one.
Damn, man, you got rain on everybody parade.
I'm grumpy, man. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm just grassy, man.
Hey, man. Speaking of parades, man, y'all come out parade Saturday, man.
Is it Saturday?
Yeah, man. Y'all come on out there.
Yeah, come on out there.
We're gonna get Pat Botees to get on there. Y'all gonna let him on the boat?
Yeah, I don't know. They probably gonna have some trail riding shits or something.
Yeah, man. Hey,
what time y'all doing it?
Y'all come hang with me, man.
Ain't that like an Oak Cliff parade, man?
I'm gonna do a vlog. I'm gonna be in the crowd moving around, man.
You got some metal glasses. You gotta get your metal glasses to do it.
Nah, it's too expensive, man. I'm too cheap for that kind of stuff.
Hey, I just got me something from T-Move for like $17. They work good in the mug. I ain't gonna lie to you.
What you gonna be hacked in your glasses?
So it's gonna take them 2 months to get there, but they when they get there.
Swaggy gonna be there at the parade.
You know, Swag gonna be there
with his medals.
Yeah,
with his medal.
Yeah, he got a section.
Yeah, he got all right,
man. Appreciate it, J Mac, man.
Hey, man. We'll do this again later. We got realignment and some more college, and hopefully somebody don't fill these jobs we can talk about.
Yeah. That's what y'all gotta do every time. Y'all gotta do it like a game breaking, day break type of thing every time somebody get hired.
Emergency show.
Yeah, let's do an emergency show for the next coaching hire. Supposed to be January 8th.
For who? Who is that?
Lancaster, they say.
I thought they said December. They said December 19th because I was in the hotel. I was waiting. I wonder who they got.
They pushed it back. Coach said we got to recalculate, and so it's January 8th. And if that happened, we definitely do an emergency show. Hopefully, we can have that coach on because there is no secrets in the streets, so we already know who it's supposed to be. So let's go. We're gonna see.
Yeah, we're gonna see. You're gonna be Lamont Ellison.
Oh Lord. Gonna be Coach Biotti. Got the job. Salute, Coach. All right, fellas.
All right,
shout out to the Dub. Hey,
watch this.
Hey, number one Dub.
Football talk is a big hit. Sunday nights to Wednesday nights, we striking a match cause we lit. Y'all know the name, we call it the Dub. On Friday nights, it feel like a club. Getting that VIP treatment on the sideline, they showing us love. Great interviews, go Hoods. Put in work, go good. Texas youth and high school talking to page on Facebook, hold up. Coach trying to stand on the scene, giving advice, he do what he mean. Jay Mack, he be on the scene, rocking When my step is our special guest, making flicks is so easy. Trying to win, we so greedy. All my fans are so needy, cause they need to hear them talk about that club. We do it for the dub. 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 That TF dub. We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. That TF dub.
Welcome to the Dub, number one high school podcast starring Pat O'Teasy, Jeremy McInnes, Coach Carr, and Brian Riser.
Well, all right. What's happening? What's going on? Welcome to the number one talk show. Speak out. Speak out. Speak out. Speak out. Speak out.
Going to the next round. Get ready.
The salute. Hey.